what should we do? All the jokes have become the news. Take the black pill they're prescribing you. Game over. Game over. Game over. Game over. There is nothing to say, nothing you can do. The government and media just lie to you. Sit back and laugh, it's overdue. Game over. Game over. Game over. Game over. The host is a cripple, he can't stand gravity or the man. Game over. Game over. Game over. Game over. The show is the chat Johnny doesn't understand. We don't care what he has planned. Game over. Game over. Game over. Game over.
Welcome, welcome, welcome. We don't do that intro as much anymore, I realize. I put all that time into that song, and we just do not get to use it as much, which I'm fine with. I love doing shows with Our Lady Digger. Our Lady of Weed and Conspiracy, Our Lady Digger. Our Lady Digger of Tinfoil Hat Thoughts. Our Lady Digger of Maple Leaf Country. Let's close or open that up there. I just have to grab the chat windows and load our first hour stories. We've got a full planned show for you. I know everybody wants Al updates. I'll give one, or I'll give it now. I'm sure I'll have to do it a couple times. Don't mind doing that. I know a lot of people love our boy Alucard, so we'll be sure to get that there for you. And then do this. Come on, you stupid bastard. There we are. And now, the Rumble chat. Right now, it's just Lab Glass. I'm aiming for the chest with a load. Oh. Sorry. Hi, Johnny. Yeah, that's not, that's odd, sir. That is what I would call strange behavior. But thank you. Huge supporter of the program, Lab Glass. Let's open that. Wild Saffron, good to see ya. It is just me today, so cue all the thirsty dudes that are chasing after my lady, that are sniffing around my bush, so to speak, that are, where's Digger? She's out of town. Watch the skies. I'm being a airplane mechanic today. Uh-oh. Like, legit? Is that something you're qualified to do, Chevy JB? Like, I just feel like, you know, the whole watch the skies thing very much makes me feel like even you're not confident in your air mechanic skills. Why? Johnny, did you see that islands float? Are we still on that? Or do you have like legit news on it? Prex12, hey Johnny, I hope good news about Al. Well, we'll get into that. Digger jumping in the chat. Hi kids. Jeffrey Epstein, hello fucktards. Hello Johnny. Hello Epstein. I just never feels natural to say. I'll be honest. I always feel weird after I say it. Hello, fucktards. Hello, Johnny. I came here to look at boobies and listen to Johnny. Looks like we are all out of boobies. You know, that I'll be fair about that. Digger kept those with her. She kept those with her. I had to do, like, shopping and stuff, so I had to rush to put together a show. I apologize for that, but we do have a fully prepped show. 3 full hours of content, and we're going 3.5 hours because yesterday's hype train got us $10 into Monday's goal. Thank you guys so fucking much. Where's my applause break? I gotta move it to the board. Ooh. My back just popped when I stood up, just like in a good way, but just it totally happened. And now I'm worried. Brian Science, the hat fits great. Also smells like exotic meat. I hope the meat made it in intact. I hope you were able to enjoy the meat, Brian. I hope you were able to enjoy the meat. Did what I could for that. It was a very last minute kind of deal, so we did what we could. Blah, 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 blah. We wiped it down in bleach. Where is the chats? There they are. Rumble chat. I'm aiming for the chest. Happy Friday. Watch the skies. Safi's here. Yep, good to see you. Must be. I'm doing it. Okay. That's still not very reassuring. How far is the Rumble buyout? Says LabGlass. It's at $30, so it's 20 away from hitting. It's 20 away from hitting the bucket, and the minute it hits the bucket, it pretty much leaves a Monday's goal at $5. So this kid is diabolical. Ooh, diabolical kid. Let's look at that. If things if things are gonna be tight, like going forward, I think we're gonna just start counting the Rumble. I was devising how to accurately make sure I don't double count stuff on the Rumble if we do that, but if it never hits the 50, we never. Yeah, that's always the issue. All right, where is live chat for YouTube? Because I don't know why it doesn't do that. But here we go. Did Aaron? Why are Ewa? I'm honest for you. Honestly worried for you. But I am going to ask this question again. In not kidding, I'm sincere here. What the hell does that have to do with you? Like overall? Because obviously I'm not going to go hang out at the anniversary show all day and do the golf thing. And I did talk about it yesterday. And it's just like, I'm kind of sick of people wanting me to count my money for them so they can somehow hold it over somebody else. It's not your life. And it's really kind of sad. And it's just weird. Doom, did he? I don't know if we talked about this enough. Fucking Jesus. It doesn't matter how many times I say it. Doesn't matter that yesterday I even said, yeah, I paid $50 for meat to do the fucking bit, and I completely had to eat that loss because nobody bought any of the meat, so I was totally out $50. But considering all the money I made the day before, it just, it wasn't like a loss. I fucking, Jesus Christ. We're just talking cash, says Doom. Well, you make your finances a significant part of your show. You were just talking cash. Right. But again, you guys don't want to know about my finance. You want, how much did he pay you for the anniversary show? Did he pay you? And again, it's not that I'm pissed that we're talking about it. It's that you don't ever accept the fucking answer and we keep talking about it. So it's just, again, and I don't make my finances a significant part of the show. I make my finances for the GoFundMe for moving a significant part of the show. And then Al became a part of the show the last couple days. I'll give you that. But overall, the finances aren't a significant part of the show. I ask for $65. I mean, if I was like, I'm getting... Uh-oh. I guess Brian got sick of Doom, and quite frankly, like, I know Doom clips stuff, but it's trolly with the fucking, I'm going to be dumb. No, we need to know. You ask about money. It's like, right, but we've addressed this, and you know what you're doing. Like... no offense, I'm not impressed with your, hey, I can act 5 years old on the internet. Like, cool, good for you. I wasn't, well, what's the answer? We're waiting. Oh, yeah, again, how dare anyone be curious? Again, what's the answer? We're waiting. I gave the answer yesterday. I gave the answer last week. The problem is you don't want an answer. You want the exact number, and you want the answer. You want to, like, fuck off. We want to be able to do. I don't count anyone else's money. I don't know why people do it with mine in terms of, or not mine, excuse me. I don't know why people do it with Aaron's. Because that's the other part, too. It's not that you want to count my money. You want to somehow catch Aaron in a gotcha, which you're not going to. And again, we addressed it. So, oh, well. I don't know if Doom was timed out or what, but I trust Brian. Hi, Digger. Had a fucking hashtag we don't care, Doom. Is it too much of a dad joke to say that Doom was doomed? No, it's not. That's awesome. My day is already annoying. I don't need tards in chat, says Brian. Yeah, no, I'm all for that because Doom, like, and again, picked the wrong day for today. Like, I'm not in a mood for trolley people's bullshit, especially with the fact that it's not like it's trolley people's bullshit. Like, oh, I want to get a rise out of Johnny, or I want to fucking stick it to Johnny. No. It's fucking people that are fucking ball thirsty to stick it to Aaron. And that's fine if that's a life goal of yours, but it's, in my viewpoint, entirely pathetic. And if you want to come to me to do it, like, no offense, fuck off. Best of luck to you, but I just honestly don't do that here. I view that kind of like somebody who's like a roommate that decided to viciously, you know, how shall we say, pleasure themselves loudly with the door closed. It's like, hey, I get it. It's your room. That's a private thing, and I really don't want to be involved. But could you stop being so loud? It's an issue. All right, so now I have to take Papa Lab just did I guess thank you Doom for counting my money. Here's the buyout and check your Venmo. Yes, Lab Glass, thank you for the 20 for that. So we'll have that come through over the well, let's take the fucking 140. Jesus, man. So now I gotta for those of you, he gave 20 on here and then 140 on the Venmo. So thank you for everyone that needs to count that money. So that's what do we have? We have 55. So that leaves us with, oh, do you know what? Screw it. Let's just put a calculator up because I don't want to even bother getting it wrong because that happens to me sometimes. 140 minus 55 minus 5. So we're through the first 2 days, and then we're on to Wednesday with $45 for Wednesday. And then when that Rumble buyout is ready to clear, which it should be after the 20, we should be fine. And then I think someone else threw something in there. So we'll do a controlled burn off the dock for that because that's a shit ton of money, sir. Thank you. And this next Friday, not today, obviously, but we have the Friday Fun Day thing where we're going to be. If anyone has questions about income, they talk to me in $20 increments. Thank you. So yes, we are gonna find the fucking muscle stimulators. Friday Fun Day next Friday, where we'll do the tortury wheel of death thing for people throwing money in. I may send Digger a dick pic later, says Brian. Well, okay, cool. 404 Farah. What the fuck? 404 Farah. What is that? Why is it the cut name? Oh no, that's her whole name. Okay, I was worried. Like, why? Okay, why did it cut off the back end? But there's no 404 Farah. Hashtag dick pics for Digger. Fallen fake dono. Well, they're saying fake. I may send Digger a dick pic later. No. Fallen the great. Hashtag not real money. Oh no, it's totally real money. My liege. Iwa came back and did what now? If you asked another stupid question, I want to view. No, I want to view the deleted message. No GoFundMe then. Fine. Bye. No GoFundMe then. No, there is a GoFundMe. There is a GoFundMe. In fact, I'll share you the link. Not that you're here, or maybe you are. Probably are. You probably are. If you're saying I can't have a GoFundMe, go fuck yourself. I can set up a GoFundMe. People are allowed to do what they want with their money. Again, why do people count this stuff? Here's the GoFundMe. We'll share that. And that is for this. Let's open it quick. Boop. This lovely GoFundMe, which lost some money, which lost some buckage with the vet appointment. Because, like I told people, there we go. And you know what? Here's for our girl. A cripple needs a crib because so it's at 45%. If you want to donate, you can. Cool, great, awesome, thank you. If you want to share it, that's the most we ask. Like I said, the money is being set aside for this. I will be honest, we took a bit to pay for Al, a tiny bit. Would have been a lot if it wasn't for Scruffy D25. So, and we'll get to the Al update in just a second. I just gotta hit this button because that song gets too long. So yes, so would have been a lot out of there if it wasn't for that. But yeah, so here's the Al update. We took him to the vet. He behaved in a way that worries the shit out of me. He was very timid. He was very fuck it, wild sapper. Quit teasing us. How's Alucard? I don't know if I can get him to come down here. Alucard, if you want to come down, they want to see you, buddy. So we took him in. We got the blood test. We had them. I paid a little extra to get them some fresh fluids, so we got some fluids. They don't have the results of the blood test yet. I will find out more about that. Lexi, Al, here, kitty. I'll find out more about the blood test on Monday. Without going too far, the looks of the situation are that he has lost a significant amount of weight in his rear half, way more than his front half, and yeah, it's not working. Anyways, he's lost a lot of weight in his front half, in his rear half, way more than his front half. The vet said, just ballparking with what they saw, without the results back yet, if they had to finger a culprit. Wait, that was probably not. All right. Anyways, looks like he might be developing kidney disease, and well, it's just a question of how severe that is. The joint medication has really taken hold. He's moving around really, really well. They hydrated him. Chevy JB, don't tell me the cat has MS now. No. 404 Farrah, you spent moving money on your cats? I mean, like, kind of. Not like a lot, but yeah, a little. Because no, he is not allowed to have kidney disease, says Lexi. Not allowed? I mean, sorry, I was passion yelling. I understand. MSO, cat lives matter. My cat's life matters to me. So, mostly a large dono from a wonderful supporter to the channel. Yes. Not just one. It was someone else threw in $20 on Cash App for his vet bill later. So, mostly, like, I'd say 3/4 dono. No, not 3/4. 2/3, because mathematically that wouldn't make sense. 2/3 donos from the audience for the vet bill, but 1/3 of it was mine, and I knew that was going to be a thing going in. Vet bills are not cheap, but yes. So we have that. Thank you again, Lab Glass. I have to do the controlled burn in your honor, sir, for a limited time. I'm not getting a new phone. I can't afford that shit. God, leave Al alone. He needs to fuck the dog some more. Well, he's certainly got the joints and the liquids for it. He's hydrated. His joints are loose. He's about as Alucard as he can be, but overall, the simple fact is a cat at 18 years of age is very likely to have issues with kidney disease. And it's just a question of what we can do. More than likely, it's going to be moving him on to a different diet. But, we're going to see. Do you feel bad about lying to your fans where the money was going? The ones who support your housing dilemma, but not old cats. 404 Farrah, I didn't lie to anybody. Again, they threw that money in there. It was for the housing needs stuff. That doesn't mean I can't use it for something else a little bit in this particular situation. And I feel like they'd probably understand. It's not like I used the majority of it. Again, 2/3 of the bill. I don't know. You're clearly not Canadian. You know what a Canadian would do, says Chevy GB. Oh, we'll check on that. I heard an economist say today that we should expect grocery prices to go up by 5% a month for the rest of the year, pet foods included. Ooh, that's dangerous. St. Caesar banned 404 already. Another retard in the chat. Can we get another retard in the chat? Nah, we don't have to ban 404 yet. I don't fucking give a shit being stupid, but ooh. Their name is 404 Farah. Like, I kind of feel like if that's a dig like I think it is, then yeah, of course they're going to be tired. It's not a surprise. Diamonds and henna, I'd ban them. Diamonds and henna, did you donate? Like, again, like, did you donate? Okay. Which donation were you?
Strangely drawn to its
Since
presence.
over what would you say? What would that be in a percentage? So yeah, if you donated a solid 10%, it covered the amount I would have, I took out, if you will, to pay for the vet bill on top of what everybody else covered. So it's one of the onion losers. I know. Believe it or not, they're not. I don't pay for dying cats. I'm imagining you don't pay for much besides the company of others. You probably have to save up a lot for that. So don't worry about you. As I don't care what Johnny used my dono for. Try washing your pussy, Farah. Oh. Farah is kind of a pretty name. I know it's more exotic than. No, it's one of the onion idiots. They're ripping on Fair and Balanced, I think, if I'm not mistaken. Because I don't know. I don't really care. Either way. I'm gonna try. Some people have such sad lives. It's definitely an onion guy. Well, yeah, they came here to fuck around. Like, fucking who cares? Oh, your show's tiny. Don't care. Oh, blah, 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 I want to count your money. Yeah, I don't care. But, the chat's on the screen, so I get it. It's like, I get attention. They act like children. What are you going to do? Did I lose my nail clipper up here? I did. It's going to drive me nuts that I have that hangnail. So you spent half a month's rent on a dying cat? What? Half a month's. Where do we get half a month's rent? Off of. You know what? Like, I don't know where you're getting your math from. I get that you have a point you're trying to make, and I'm saying this as a pothead. You sound and seem fucking retarded, so I'll just go ahead and let you go. Well, how much was it? It was the cost of your ability to have your chat on the screen. That's how much it was. That is exactly how much it was. Hide user on this channel. Bye. Go make another account. We'll see you in a minute. Don't feel bad. I once spent $2,500 to keep my dog from dying of parvo. Oh, yeah. Balls deep. She wants your financials. I mean, and so much more. They're whacking it, people talking to them. Oh, yeah, absolutely. It was absolutely, that is absolutely what it is. She or he, probably he, I'm going to be honest, probably he's very, very desperate for attention. And so now, he's just sitting on the other end of his keyboard. I'd say he's going to go kill a small animal, but if the world is just, he's not allowed around them. Kind of like the way their mentor is not allowed around a school. Or at least shouldn't be, in my opinion. Actual Steel Toe account. Oh, or Actual Steel Toe. You were the best stand-up at the anniversary show. Well, thank you. I was also the only one who didn't do stand-up. I was the only sit-up. Thank you. It was very fun. I had a lot of fun doing that show. And this is the other thing, too. Like, I didn't give people specific numbers because go fuck yourself. Why would I do that? That kneecaps me in future negotiations for anybody else because I put a price point out there publicly how much person pays me to do a show. If I say that over here, then everybody can pay me that or more or less or whatever. Like, if I don't give them that information, we get to negotiate and do something fun and fair. And so again, that's why I don't do that. Lulz, I didn't mean it like that. Oh no, it's fine. I took it that way. But yeah, the whole like, oh, how much I got paid a lot to do the stand up that I did. I was happy with what I got paid. People come in here with, ooh, you paid $50 and this, that, and like, what do you really care, honestly? Like, the fact that it has an effect on your life is the sad part. Oh, it doesn't affect my life. Right, because you went through all of the extra effort to come into my chat to tell me about it. It totally doesn't affect your life. It is weird, Because I'll be honest, like the trolley people bug me on the show from time to time, but like with the exception of like the first time I broke down the Mersh, like when Mersh got at me and I broke down, and he didn't even get at me, he just accidentally tripped me and I broke down. But like the first time I did that, other than that, I really don't care. I don't think I've thought about any of the other ones other than that one after the show's ended. I did think about that one a couple of times. Took a minute. And that was like the one. At times, Henna, no FaceTime, but a few pics. Can't wait to visit Stoney's when I visit. Yeah, I'd love to. Whatever money Roots got also covered him working the glory hole for 2 hours. I didn't even know that was part of it. No, Johnny, we need to show me your bank statement. No, we don't. You need to show me your bank statement. No, I don't. It's none of anybody's business. Did you hear BB going into Gaza to take control? Yeah, I heard about that. I don't know if we have that one covering up. But yeah, we might as well move on. We got done with all this. Value yourself, brother. You are funny. Oh, dude, I know I'm funny. I'm hilarious. Your account has been temporarily suspended. Oh, no. For violating community. Thank you, support at YouTube. Balls deep for getting rid of that. Support at YouTube. I fell for that one once. And now, like, I don't know if anyone did Aaron throw him a tugger? G-Locks, with the amount of money those people claim he made, I would have thought he would have had to throw Aaron a tugger at the very least. If Aaron paid him the amounts I've heard and threw him a tugger, that guy is one fucking hell of a negotiator. Holy shit. Normally, you got to pay for that kind of action. The idea that somebody will pay you to appear and then fucking ring your rod. Wow. Damn. End the stream immediately. 10-1 that support at YouTube is, what was their name? Whatever their fucking name was. The guy we banned earlier. What was his name? Let me go back up. What was the name of that motherfucker? Why did Andrea's message get banned? I love Kitty. Oh. That's why. Okay. 404 Farah. Yeah. 10-1. I guess we're going to have trolls today. Maple encrusted meats. What about them? What about them? Johnny paid $50 to be there. Yeah, I totally did. DSP financial detractors are in the chat. What the fuck's up, Johnny? Says Carlos. No. Not DSP financial detractors. It's even worse than that. They're Aaron Imholt financial detractors. Where's the laugh track? I could have swore I had one that was people laughing. Oh, well. I don't know. It's not on there, maybe. But yeah, so it's people that want to fucking get Aaron Imholt, which the fact that anybody puts any effort into that, frightening. I don't know what the fuck he does to them. I know he's like, oh, I get people reacting, like, okay, cool. I'm glad you take pride and joy in it, because I personally wouldn't. I'd find it annoying. But more importantly, the idea that, like, oh, I'm going to fuck with Aaron by fucking with Johnny. You realize you fucking with me has zero impact on him. So, and for the most part, is zero impact on me. What? Is this going again? Is this shit going again? Did you really make a second account? You did. Dear Lord. You made a second account. So it didn't work the first time? And wow. I beat you this time, says Digger. Yeah, now the fucking ban hammer going heavy on those. The best part about this is it didn't work the first time. We banned you the first time. You went and made another one. You went and made another account. You know that YouTube's changing shit to lock your accounts down with facial recognition. Like the people that are doing this, like, you realize, like, I know, do you realize that this is ending and they're going to, like, use this retroactively to fucking get Johnny, have you watched Fourth World Aristocrat? No, I didn't know you have a video, nor do I care. Why would I watch your video? Does it have anything? Well, you haven't even gotten into a news story. So yeah, I don't know why you would think I don't know. Report first, then block. Oh, okay. Well, you can still retroactively report them. You can still report them. Here. Report unwanted commercial content or spam. Oh, no. Harassment or bullying. And then choose one. This is harassing me. Report. Hide user on my channel. Okay. I don't know if that'll actually do anything, but fuck it. What can it hurt? Spam light. Hate to see Doom's accounts wiped off the platform. Sad. Yeah, that will be sad. But again, I don't know that that's actually Doom. Whoever it is, and I'm being sincere here, you really better stop doing that, because the changes that YouTube is making, and they're going to be retroactively enforced. So they're putting facial recognition and shit, and flagged accounts are going to start getting weeded out. And for you to make a new one, you're going to have to sign up with facial recognition. So again, like, you can do this all you want, but eventually what it's going to mean is your goober troll face is going to be tied to your account. And I'm sure you'll stop at that point. And I'm saying save yourself being tied. The only people who can avoid this wave of facial recognition shit, grandfathered in people. I'm terrified that they're going to find a way to restrict me or my content on my show and then force me to do it. So I'd try to be honest in my criticism. I feel like NLO is just a group of mean girls. They can be funny, but doesn't making fun of someone get old. My critique was not taken to heart. I'm sorry to hear that. That's a very accurate critique. I'm fine with ragging on people. God knows I make enough of an ass of myself that you can rip on me. Like, oh, you cried when you spilled water. Like, that's an oversimplification, but fair. Oh, Mersh got you really upset. Again, that's a misrepresentation, but fine, fair. Go ahead and make fun of me. But, like, the idea that, like, I burned on DSP publicly for a bit, but after a while, it's like, you know what? Like, why? I couldn't keep it going. Saint Caesar, to be fair, at moments, I've never been a DSP financial detractor. I've been a DSP's a douchebag detractor. But anyways, just do what people did to get past ID verification. Use video game characters. It works. I don't know, man. If that works and people do that, they'll find a way to ferret it out. Again, is it worth the risk? Is it worth the risk to troll this channel? Like, oh, you know what? I'm going to get my shit to troll something. And the best part about it is the idiot doing it. Like, okay, so you spammed my chat and it went on the screen. Nobody wants to pick on you, Johnny. Aaron is a terrible person. Oh. I'm not saying anybody wants to pick on me. I said people are picking on, and they're not even picking on me. People are trying to fuck with me to get to Aaron. That's been a thing for a while. And as far as Aaron being a terrible person, that's fine. You can think that all you want. I don't know if I'd think he's a terrible person. Certainly there have been better. I'd imagine I've met and I actually know. I know I've met worse. So you know what I say? He's another person. People aren't good or bad. They're fucking people. I don't like most of them. I know. That sucks for you. It's all good. Does mannequin heads work for facial recognition? Again, if that stuff does work, how long until it gets cut out when they start doing this? Ghost of TV's Will Heron, did you miss me? I'll be honest, no. But welcome back. The Matador, Melton song about, that's interesting. Will Heron is up for a daytime Emmy. Is that really true? Well, if so, and I've ripped on him a little bit, but I know other people have more. Good for him. Good for TV's Will Heron if he's up for a daytime Emmy. Good for him. Good for him. We were in the middle of it with all the chat shit, but yeah. So Alucard's probably going to be getting a diet change, and well, let's just say it's worrisome. I don't think there's not a whole lot we can do if it is a kidney thing. We're hoping that it's like an infection and we can give him an antibiotic, and then we're good. But The American Century saying, or maybe I made that up. No way you can't be upset about the amount being paid for the anniversary show. Let it out. It's a safe space. I don't know what you're talking about. Like I said, I'm not gonna sit here and here's how much I got paid. Fuck off. People use the character from Death Standing 2 at work. So people tried to pass themselves off as the actor from that movie? Okay. It's those new chompers that took them over the edge. Let's go. Oh, there you go. Too bad Bad Kidneys took out Hogan, brother. Well, that's sorry to hear. Use Johnny's face. That's a horrible idea. I got paid $500 for the Super Bowl interview. Johnny made at least twice that. Get on with the show, says Prey12. I think we did, but all right. Here, we'll close this. Yeah, Al's hopefully doing good. If he comes down, we'll pull him up here and show all you guys. We'll cover the stories we have. We're a half hour in. I have to do a controlled burn still for Lab Glass because of the massive support of the program, and that's one of the rules we follow here. So we'll get that. We'll talk about, in our first hour, we've got NYC opening a new homeless shelter, and I didn't realize you needed to make homeless shelters specifically for people. I thought if you made a homeless shelter, it should just be made for anyone who is homeless. But apparently, we need a specialty homeless shelter, so we've got that for trans and gender non-conforming people. I don't know, man. If I'm homeless, I'll tell somebody I'm a fucking rutabaga. I don't give a shit. If it means I get to stay indoors for the night, like I'll be like, I identify as a broccoli sprout. Like whatever the fuck you got to do. Don't like, oh no. I understand you're homeless, black guy, but you got to shuffle along. This is just for the trans and the non-gender. How funny would that be, though, if a homeless person is like, yeah, I'll stay here. Oh, these are nice cots. I don't even do drugs. This is great. Yeah, it's for the trans and the non-gender conforming people. Fuck that. Sidewalk's perfectly good in the summer. Like, oh, dear Lord. Let's not. Oh, boy, I get to shut down all of my lab stuff because we're going to be out of power this weekend. Why are you going to be out of power? I don't. Why? You're going to be out of, like, is it a. And now it seems like, is it a brownout? Are you going to have a brownout? G-Locks, I am a meat popsicle. One of my favorite lines from Fifth Element. Negative. I am a meat popsicle. I just found an article. I don't care about passing age verifications. I'm not that hard up for it. So we've got all those. Where is it? We got the bear video. We watched a bear being chased. So we'll talk about that. We got those. Why isn't we'll talk about the guy the shooting on the base. We've got Canada's new public health agency. So a lot of amazing stuff, and we're already halfway through the first hour. We're funded into next week, so it's a party in your pants. And Al is doing better. Fuck you, voice crack. Al is doing better, but overall, and we'll find out definitively Monday from the blood tests, it's seeming like we might It seems like we might have to make some dietary changes for him and then pray for the best. And it seems like, hey, Cataboo, you want to go get Al? Where's Alucard? You don't even show up on the show. I don't think anyone's ever seen you. Do you want to come here, Cataboo? You want to be on camera? No, you don't. You're a subtle kitty. It does suck, Brian. Yeah, dude. What's going off with the power for you? Electric company is shutting power off to do high power line work. Chemical plants use a stupid amount of electricity. Well, I believe that. TV's Will Heron, if you want to make it in TV, you need to produce a story about the polycule. Rosie O'Donnell has I have no idea. Johnny Rumble's upset by spending time on trolls. You are missing gold like this. Ever hear about a guy who survived a bear attack with a 22? His bud shot in the knee wasn't as lucky. Oh, no. Oh, you're right. I am missing gold over there. Yeah, it's odd we can say fucked up shit, but we're just all cool. Digger tell Johnny to get out of YouTube chat. Yeah, I see that. I'm getting there. He spent 5 minutes ranting at trolls and missed one of my best jokes. Yeah, dude, I'm sorry. Okay, the chat's on the screen for this one. It's not that I stick into this chat. It's that looking at the screen doing the show, that chat's right there. So that's just what it is. Sorry, I messed up with that. I will do better. I will do better. What's up with Sandy? Why are we saying aw, Sandy? What's going on for Sandy? No. Putting my cat down after. Very sorry for you. That is fucking horrible. I think I'm just going to, there's no good way to transition out of, and now we're going to put the cat down. So while I do the controlled burn and try very, very hard to not think about anything happening where I have to do that, we're going to play this short video here. We got a couple of Canadian stuff. We'll do this and the other Canadian thing, and then we'll get back to the New York City thing. In Canada, a bear broke into a house, and it was fought off by a Pomeranian. And for those of you who don't know, a Pomeranian, as their name might suggest, is pretty much a pom-pom with legs. It is a fur ball with some form of sentience. And this black bear, it's always the black bears. You know, black bears are literally 15 per... No, kidding. But 50... Shut up. Anyhow, let's go ahead to the Pomeranian standing and delivering when it came to the Amazon bear. All right. Hey, boo-boo. No audio? Lame. So there's the bear sniffing around. Thank you, Lab Glass. Dear Lord, did you name him Scout?
Oh my god.
You named him Scout. He chased the fucking bear off. It's a baby, says Diamonds and Henna. Well, that would explain why he didn't decide to eat the dog. I had an ex who always had poms. They are so cute. They can be cute. I will say I am not a big Pomeranian person myself, but when I saw them when I saw the vampire Pomeranian that Triple H had in Blade 3, I was kind of like, you know what? I take it back. Those dogs look kind of cute. Not when their face comes apart. Okay. LMAO has no idea how tiny he is. Dude, that dog is completely unaware. This dog is like, yeah, I am the biggest, baddest motherfucker on the planet. Forget the fact that you're a football with legs. Triple H was in Blade 3, says Saint Caesar. Yeah, dude. Triple H was, let's see, I don't know if that I get seriously monetized. Let's see if we can look up Triple H Blade 3 quick, because that's just a short video. We just, again, saw the Pomeranian run him off. Triple H Blade 3. Yeah. This is the Hannibal King scene where Hannibal King is jumping in on him. There's 3 vampires in the room other than Blade. Triple H, obviously, right there. Oh, I suppose I have to unmute. Yeah, I don't really care. Can we get to the part where we see him? Yes, funny. Yeah. Triple H was a vampire with fucking... and this is why I wanted to go with this scene. Triple H was a vampire with that looks like silver, but obviously it can't be. He's got fucking chrome teeth. I don't know. He had a vampire grill. I don't get what they were going for with this, but it was fucking weird. And in my opinion, one of the most comical parts about the movie is the fact that he has metal vampire teeth. Why? Did he have really bad vampire dentistry is he from London? The game rip. What? A woman would need to promise me 2 daily. Wait, what? A woman would need to promise me what? 2 daily BJs for me to consider a palm. Fair enough. I didn't realize I was a cat person until I got Alucard. Like, I would have always said I wasn't a cat person until I got Alucard. I had a ferret. That was an amazing pet. And then other than that, I'd always had dogs, and I would never. Roman Reigns is playing Akuma in Street Fighter. Yeah. If that's true, I'm excited. I really want them to do Akuma properly, because he's one of the most fucking vicious characters in the stories, and they don't ever use him in all of the Street Fighter stuff that's come out. I don't think, what is it, one maybe had Akuma as a character, and it's like, why wouldn't you use that guy? Is a great villain character. It's Platinum, real shit. All right, Platinum, that's still just as bad. Metal vampire teeth. I'm sorry, lame and gay, metal vampire teeth. Fuck off. Fuck off. All right, let's go back to this. I think we saw all there was to see in Pomeranian v. Bear.
Scout.
Yeah, you named him Scout. That's ridiculous.
Oh my gosh.
Just chased a bear off. I'd be more worried that the bear would come back to eat the Pomeranian later.
Come here.
Okay. What's with the pictures? What is it? You fucking, you needed to share the photos of the dog? Did he pass away? Is this an in memoriam? I see husky nets on that pup. Oh, husky nuts. Oh, I'm sorry. Not nets. Why did I see an E? Bucket hat. I was less in favor of the bucket hat photo. But good on you. So there we go. 2 solid rips off the doctor for our buddy Lab Glass. Black bears are generally skittish. They kill like 2 people a year in North America. Well, I know, like, if it's a person, I could understand a black, I can get them being skittish, but this motherfucker bolted for the hills the minute a yappy little dog entered the scene. I'd expect him more to just kind of be like, I don't fucking care about you. Overall, Cody Rhodes is playing Guile. The cast for it is out. Okay. Honestly, Guile is one of my least favorite characters, which is why the Jean-Claude Van Damme movie, in my opinion, sucked from the start. But the Jean-Claude Van Damme movie did get Cammy right. Oh. Just a beautiful little British woman with legs for days. What's wrong with that? All right, let's close that. Let's close that out. So that's the bear, again, being chased off by a Pomeranian. Oh, and guys, Jesse Smollett's coming back to TV in a Special Forces show. But that's not the part we want to talk about. The part we want to talk about is the way that ABC is reporting this Fox show, and more importantly, Jesse Smollett. Is he starring in it or just in it? Anyways, so we'll do that. We forgot the Canadian health president. Oh, we were going to do the other Canadian thing because that happened in Canada. So I did not know this was a thing, but Canada's public health agency has a president. And the president of Canada's public health agency is not elected in any way, shape, or form. Oh, dear Lord, you can't be serious. I thought it was a video. Damn. I was hoping for a video. This is Canada's new public health agency president. I'm sorry, you really don't look like a born and bred. It's weird. Lab glass with $5. If Brian's lab has no light, can we play super sexy? Who's in my dear Lord. We can play this.
This studio brought to you by Brian the Super Sexy Science.
That gets one more week. This Friday, obviously. Oh, did I never turn on? I didn't. This Friday again, the fucking Fund Day show where we try to get the goal knocked out for a while. But Lab Glass with that amazingly huge donation just kind of did that. So thank you, sir. Yes, special forces with the Mormon polygamist Cody Brown and Teresa Gudis from Housewives and Brittany from Vanderpump Rules. I'm sold. What? Is that all true? Saying her office is in a van down by the river. That's a dated one, but as a huge Chris Farley fan, I like it. Let's show you how the internet is reacting to the appointment of Nancy Hamzawi. I don't know. The internet did not take it as well. Here's some highlights from her bio before we get to that, though. Again, this is how the internet they literally the sad part is how accurate that looks. Don't get me wrong, the joke is funny. But the sad part is how it's not supposed. The memes are supposed to be exaggerations, okay? The memes are supposed to be exaggerations. This and this. Oh, wait. I got to do it this way. This and this should not be. No, should not be a thing. Should not. Literally, the only difference is the glasses over here are square. If she had circular glasses, it would be a fucking. That people are like, oh, wait, this is a joke. We're being trolled. This is AI, right? Because that's a human version of that's a human version of Family Guy. It's a human Peter Griffin that we have right there. But she is a Muslim woman who is now the health minister of Canada. Oh, Canada. Thank you, Saint Aaron. She bravely ate her way out of anorexia. I'm going to say this. She looks more like a Canadian native than a lady from a Muslim country. So, but what do I know? So we did that. There we are. So let's get to her record. Before joining the health portfolio from 2018 to 2020, Miss Hamzawi, I'm assuming I have that right, served as ADM of Environment and Climate Change Canada's Science and Technology branch. That is incredibly inaccurate. So, climate change, science, and technology. I'm going to say this right now. When you use your trigger word for something that you already make a boogeyman regardless of the science behind it, I have trouble believing that branch. While working to ensure the department is a national and world leader in advancing, connecting, and applying scientific understanding of the environment to anticipate, I don't give a shit about that, change, plastic pollution, biodiversity, and Assistant Deputy Minister of Climate Change. She has no medical degree. Miss Hamzawi holds a master's degree in chemical engineering and a bachelor's degree in chemical engineering and biochemistry from the University of Ottawa. Ottawa. So wait a minute. She has no... Then why the hell did you guys make her... Oh wait, she's a Muslim Arab woman. All right, so she's just a very light-skinned Arab woman. I'll be honest. The chunkiness and the paleness of the skin made me think just somebody who became Muslim. I mean, it does happen. Muslim Arab woman previously worked in climate change job. All right, so your new Minister of Public Health needs to consult a doctor for every health decision she makes. She's just going to use Google AI. You guys aren't fucked up there at all. Thank God the country isn't like on fire and air quality is down and stuff like that. You have no health concerns that are just out there to worry about. You're going to be fine. You're going to be fine. Apparently, Denise Richards is running around L.A. high on drugs. I want a video. I'm going to look. Denise Richards high on L.A. high on drugs. That would be, I'll be honest, that's worth a plane ticket because then maybe I can hook up with Denise. It's not a good sign when I typed in D.I. I didn't finish Denise, and Denise Richards came up. Denise, Aaron Pfeiffer's. Who the fuck is Aaron Pfeiffer's? That's from June. Denise Richards' lawyer slams Aaron Pfeiffer's. Aaron Pfeiffer's alleges. Aaron Pfeiffer's. Denise Richards ditches wedding ring after Aaron Pfeiffer's. I don't care. I want Denise Richards high on drugs running around LA. I need a video. Diamonds and henna. She's gorgeous. She's in the middle of a bad divorce. So you're saying there's a chance. WebMD, we have a new epidemic. Everyone has cancers at St. Aaron. Oh, that's not far off from what is the Canadian Public Health Program at this point. Arabian goggles. What does that mean? Sweet. Oh, excuse me. I don't think these are Arabian goggles, but yeah, they are. They are high glare, high blind sun goggles, and had them for the DJ gig and other stuff. Started wearing them for the show. Also known as jihad goggles. Oh, now I thought, Jesus Christ, I didn't know that. Well, I disavow. You know what? I'm wearing them on this show just to take them back. They're just stupidly personalized goggles, my friend. They are no longer a sign of jihadi stuff. Because if there's one thing I can't do, it's jihad. I got to get out of here to do that. I got to, like, be there. And then a lot of times they want you to, like, blow yourself up. And I'm too self-obsessed to do it, if I'm honest. King Kong Dong. I didn't want to know that. One of her boobs. Wild Saffron, thank you for putting this back out there. Again, I don't think the world needs to do it. Arabian goggles will cost you $25. Denise Richards going through divorce, so the crazy is on like Donkey Kong, says Wild Saffron. And she has an OnlyFans, so does her daughter. Yeah, that's the grossest part. Her and her daughter. Her daughter celebrated her boob job on that. It sounds incredibly painful. Actually, I would think not. Because it's not like you have feeling in the thing itself. It'd feel really weird. Following the great who? Denise Richards and her and Charlie Sheen's daughter, when it was a big thing when Charlie Sheen's daughter with Denise Richards turned 18, she started a fucking OnlyFans, and her mom supported it, and it's one of these things where her mom, to show her support, also had an OnlyFans or started an OnlyFans. Supposedly, from what I understand, I don't go to OnlyFans. I've never seen an OnlyFans creator's content unless it's put on something else. I'm guessing. No. Why did you put a link? Why did you? Nobody. No. I didn't want to know about that, man. I was happy. We have 2.5 hours in a program, and I didn't want to think about that. Oh. Well, there's a slight difference there, Diamonds and Henna. The balloon is existing in the space that it's existing because it's fighting the force of the container. Breast implants have a little give to them. It's not like it's going to retract like a balloon once it pops. American Century. I go to Only Cans and Only Hams. That is a good place. There's a good place to go. Only Hams. So yes, again, did not want to know about fucking how badly did you get hit? Like, oof. Ah. I just since we're talking about the fucking Special Forces show, we'll go to the tweet. This is hilarious because apparently actor Jesse Smollett is making a return to television this fall, 6 years after his alleged 2019 hate crime scandal. Alleged. I mean, didn't he get proven guilty of a hate crime scandal? What's the alleged part? I thought the jury was out and the verdict delivered. But 6 years after alleged hate crime scandal. I mean, the guy did wear a noose and had and accused two dark-skinned Jamaicans of being white supremacists who beat him up saying this is MAGA country. I mean, how alleged do we have to go? Like, I get it. Hollywood has no morals or anything else, so there's no way this guy will have to deal with anything. But it's just, ugh. Worse, it expands. The liquid blows out. All right, that's... Yeah, nope, all of that's horrible. Little fucker settled, so it's still allegedly. It's not fair. Mussolini, if I have 100% respect for Bruce Willis's daughters never getting into OnlyFans, well, like they fucking needed to. Like Bruce Willis was working himself to the bone when he was getting sick with, was it aphasia? And yeah, I'm just curious. Bruce Willis' daughter. Bruce Willis. Oh, dude, Bruce Willis daughters. No, I don't want to know their names. I'm not trying to get super. I'm just curious. Just curious how that DNA played out for. Oh, damn! Like, nah, Tallulah's okay, I guess. Whatever. Where's Tallulah? All right, so Tallulah's a little more popular than the rest of them. We'll go to the open a new tab. Open a new tab. I'm going to be honest, and maybe I'm being a no, I wanted to open the image in new tab, not the video. So it's only like one of them there where I'm like, you know, like, but other, yeah, fuck it, whatever. They got a lot of their dad's face in them. You know, that's all I'm going to say. It's not a good or a bad thing. It's just a little masculine. What's sad is now Bruce Willis doesn't know who he is anymore, or that he was famous. That's sad, and the thought of them having to like go through that. Richards has a dicked up face. Her roots are too far apart. Flat duck lips and blown out. Wow. Can you show me on the doll where Denise Richards touched you? One, I'm insanely jealous, and two, damn, man, that's just harsh. Oh, her eyes are too far apart. Well, that makes it like her roots are too far apart. Which roots? Her white roots. Like, all right. Now you're just being racist. Bruce Willis girls are homely. You know what else? I'm not even saying homely. Bruce Willis's daughters are, you know, remarkably mid. There is one there that I saw in the image, and I couldn't get the image pop up, so I didn't jump over. There's one there that was kind of foxy, but hey, whatever. You know, I'll say this: I would have a conversation with any one of them at a bar and see where it went. That's the kind of vote we're given. So this story happened a couple days ago. I don't know. Do I really want to do that one yet? We're gonna ditch the Trump officials or officially orders new census that does not count illegal aliens. Yeah, I don't know how I feel about illegal aliens participating in the census, but if we want to have accurate numbers of people here, like I would be happy to that. But ordering that the new census be formed without counting illegal aliens, it depends what we're counting. President Donald Trump declared in a Thursday morning Truth Social post that he has directed the Commerce Department to start working on a new census, noting that illegal aliens in the U.S. will not be included in the population count. See, that the problem I have with that, though, is but they are included in the population. Oh, wait. Fuck that. Never mind. I didn't realize that it's being used to determine the number of congressional seats.
Democrat.
Yeah, no, never mind. I'm totally in favor of this. This is what a little research will do you. Good God, never mind. If you're using it to decide how many fucking seats are in the... Yeah, illegal aliens shouldn't count for that.
Mander the bejesus out of these maps and just destroy Democrat representation where we can.
Yeah.
And it's just, we're in a war now. We're in a war.
This isn't what I wanted to talk about. I wanted to know about the fucking way to put a video link that's not related to this at all. So they're getting rid of the number of illegal aliens being counted in the census. Yeah. That'll change a shit ton of things. Demi Moore is gorgeous, though. The children look like Bruce. Right, Diamonds and Henna. Demi was a pretty teenager. I'm gonna tell you this. I don't have a not hot Demi, in my opinion. I don't think there's a not hot Demi. Demi Moore. There's a reason the Demi Lovato. Demi Moore. Yeah, Demi Moore. I didn't even have to look. I just clicked search and it was in the fucking thing. This thing's listening to me and it's a little scary. Images. Yeah, dude, I'm sorry. That's open image in new tab. Boop. Oh, that's horrible. I want it to be a... All right, so fuck it. We got to click this first and then open image in new tab. That'll fix it. Better. So this is I was about to say Saving Private Ryan, but never mind. This is the fucking G.I. Jane 1996 Demi, 2025 Demi, and then her in the middle. Like, dude, no. Like, fucking eat a dick. That is a beautiful lady. That is a beautiful lady. Yeah, remove them so congressional districts reflect the real citizen population. Yes, AP, I'm all for that. I was more like, we need to know how many people are here. But, oh my God, 5 subs gifted by Atomic Ray. Cowbell for Atomic Ray over there on Rumble, gifting 5 subs. Going out to Fall in the Great, Rusty Grammar, Lab Glass, thank you, Wild Saffron. Here is 5 seats at Johnny's Rumble Top. Thank you very, very much, Lab Glass. We appreciate that. Or not Lab Glass, Rusty, Atomic Ray. I can't read today. But thank you very much, Atomic Ray. 5 over there. Let's, sweet Christ on a cracker. Where's my applause button? Little cowbell coming in for you guys on behalf of Atomic Ray. Cowbell coming in. Hey-oh. Sainer saying, Demi posed nude before Hollywood. She had a body I could butter, says Saint Aaron. Again, it's just a goddamn gorgeous woman. Just a gorgeous lady. And so, yeah. All right, let's close that out. So we got those done. We'll talk about this one. Do we have an actual story on it? Holy crap, Stephen Miller reveals Democrats got 20 to 30 House seats from counting illegals in the Senate. What? Again, these are one of those things where I find this out and I'm like, wait a minute, you mean that was allowed up until now? Like, that was allowed. Because you can be wherever you want to be on the illegal immigrants, be here, not be here fence. That's entirely not what we're talking about right now. You're telling me that the government got to decide seats for Senate, like for representation, based on illegal immigrants? People are like, oh, well, illegal immigrants deserve representation too. No, they don't. Or reputation. Either of them. Aniston ages like fine wine. Yeah, dude. If I wasn't already what would we say, neck deep in a relationship with a lady I really like, I would say there's a very low bar for me of what I won't do. It's a very low bar. Yeah, she's a pretty girl. Charlize Theron still hot? Agree. But batshit crazy. I didn't even know that. She's batshit crazy? Is it weird that makes her hotter to me? Or is that a problem? What do you mean by batshit crazy? We can work with that. Yep, Cali gained a shitload of seats in the House based on its population of illegals. Well, now I understand why LA's fighting so hard to keep all of them. G.I. Jane, wasn't Will Smith's wife meant to star in the sequel? That's what we heard, but we never saw it. And it wasn't a sequel. It was going to be a reboot. I also saw Claudia Schiff out for a jog in NYC. I couldn't help but think she had Ethiopians. Jesus. Wild Saffron saying Demi's famous photo, she was nude and pregnant. I think on the cover of Vanity Fair. Well, good for her. Russia affecting elections, bad. Having Russian illegals count towards the district numbers for elections, good. Only if it's affecting it in the right direction. But again, props to the Trump administration for doing something about this. But the part why was it ever allowed in the first place? Oh, dear Lord. I don't even want to know what fucking pipe dream you're smoking. I've gotten sick of this stuff. I have enough crap going on. So here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna time you out for the rest of the day, B Dabbler, because I'm gonna be honest. You have a problem. Or wait, no. Where's the thing? No, I don't want to put him in timeout. Oh, never mind. King Kong Dong got to it before me. This is wow. Like, I just want to know, like, I get it. You don't have anything vested in this because it's not like you put yourself out there even as much as I do or Aaron does. But, like, what's it like to eat a dick on being wrong again and 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 again? Like, if I made bets against every, like, what are you going to accusation, I wouldn't ask for a show goal. I'd be set for life. KK, now I got to go again, lulz. Oh, you got to leave? It was Vanity Fair 1991. Ooh, it was it? Yes, it created a big stir, says Wild Saffron. Well, 1991, I was 9. And maybe it's just I came from a different time. I don't know. As a 9-year-old, I didn't hear a whole lot about naked ladies. Even ones who made a big stir on Vanity Fair. As a 9-year-old. I found another bear story clip. Oh, another bear story, says Fallen the Great. Thank you for the $5. We really appreciate that. You guys have been awesome. We'll have to have a good old Rumble buyout happen over the weekend when we know how it affects us. This guy looks like he smoked more doobies than I have. Hypocrisy on full display with Texas redistricting fight, says Hannity. Oh, ooh.
Chicago, New York, Massachusetts. Democrats have gerrymandered the vote beyond recognition to try to maintain their advantage in the House election.
All right. I'm glad you're up there on that soapbox screaming about that. But as somebody who's been in Minnesota my whole life, Republicans have done that here too. Like, I'm not in favor of it in any way, shape, or form, but it's happened on both sides of the fence, my friend. And I'm all for the illegals not counting, but in places like Minnesota, because of things being gerrymandered and run crazy like that, you got to places where Democrats started importing immigrants to forcibly change the demographics. But thank you. There we go. What about Bare Naked Ladies? I heard they stopped touring. I don't know, man. It's been 1 week since they even looked at me and cocked their head to the side and said they're sorry. 6 days since I laughed at you, said you did just what I thought you were going to do. 3 days since the living room, you realized all my fault, but couldn't tell you. Yesterday, you forgiven me, but it'll still be 3 days till that. Oh, fuck, I got the math wrong. Scrap me. It's been too long. Johnny, you think islands float? What? Again, I didn't think islands float. Somebody argued with me that they did, and I argued against it. Tukey, am I wrong? Aren't you a puppet? Like, let me go to the channel. Yeah, you're a puppet. So, I mean, no offense, but you literally can't. You said islands float. No, me and Digger had a discussion about islands floating. I fought her, went along with it for a little bit, and made arguments about why I didn't think that made sense, and was later proven right. I mean, if you're gonna say that, at least be accurate. Goodbye. Aww. Not Tukey. Tukey can't. That's so mean. He didn't deserve that, King Kong Dong. I mean, he can't even have an opinion without someone's hand up his ass. King Kong Dog, my wrench is warming up. Yeah, I didn't fucking. AP, LOL, hypocrisy. Look at Cali, New York, Vermont, New Hampshire, Mass. Dems were there first to gerrymander. Correcting their BS is okay, says AP. Again, I have lived in this state, in Minnesota, where Michelle Bachmann cut a fucking shoe horse out of her district with gerrymandering. So that way the center part that was Democratic and didn't want to support her didn't get to vote for her. I'm not saying that the Dems doing it is okay or the Republic. I'm saying that being done is crap. I don't like the idea where we can just shape districts however we want. No. It should be pretty much like a square. Like, just as much as we can kind of deal. I get that we can't and lines have to move. But anytime we start getting cookie cutter shapes, I got a problem. All right? Wild Saffron. Floating islands is a joke, you puppet tard. I mean, you're allowed your opinion. It's definitely a close race, Rusty. I was the dumbass who said islands float, not Johnny. Yeah, I know. But like I said, it's not that, again, it's not Tukey's fault. Tukey didn't have that opinion, right? Whoever the person is with their hand up his ass did. Tukey doesn't have opinions. He's a puppet. He's a puppet. You heard the puppet. All right, anyways, we have 2 hours or so left in the program. I have not even finished going. I don't know. Do we want to talk about? Oh yeah, we cleared that. So fuck that. I'm done with that. Burp and burp. Clear those out. We already talked about the stupid Jesse Smollett thing. I'm glad the show existed before him, and he's going to be on it. I'd love it if they kill him off right away. I'm not going to watch either way. NYC opens nation's first ever homeless shelter for trans and gender non-conforming people. Right, because, you know, if there's ever been a group of people that nobody thought had any sort of mental illness or brain damage, it's homeless people. So let's go get groups that are already largely criticized for being seen as mental illness and just, boom, do that. Anyways, holy shit, 65 million? I didn't read that before. $65 million. A $65 million taxpayer-funded homeless shelter is opening in New York for LGBTQ people. The shelter, called Ace's Place. Ace is the place where you go when you're homeless and you fuck in the butt. Like, dude, why Ace's Place? Why does it have to... Guys, we got to make it fun and jazzy like a nightclub. It's a fucking homeless shelter. Why can't we just call it the LGBTQ homeless shelter? Or, here, if you don't want to make it that obvious, Rainbow Homeless Shelter. Or, I got it, I don't know. How about... And just hear me out here. Booty Pirate Homeless Shelter. What the fuck is this? Ace Place is built only for transgender and gender non-conforming individuals because trans rights are under attack. I hate how right the people who said slippery slope shit with the LGBT stuff, because it's gotten to the point now where if you don't indulge someone in their fantasy, their rights are under attack. Like, where does this line, and I can't even ask that question now, where does this line end? As we've found, it literally doesn't. Because if people don't now people have gotten to the point where if they don't get their way, they have to, my rights are under attack, so I have to mow down a bunch of innocent people. And I love the diversity, equity, and inclusion. People are like, no, we need a specific homeless shelter just for the trans and non-binary people, because all of the other homeless shelters that were just, hey, shelters for homeless people, those were all too highly specialized for you goddamn breeders. What the hell, man? The addicts swing all which ways for drugs. Yeah, but that's the problem with these homeless shelters. They don't let addicts in. They don't let drug users in with drugs and stuff. So they almost never get used or filled. Or the people that they're, if they do, they just ignore the rules and they're just fucking drug dens. The addicts will go, instead of food, sex toys and condoms, indoor parade. It's so disheartening. Like, the groups that pitch this stuff are the ones that are like, oh, diversity, equity, inclusion, we should be fair, we shouldn't segregate people. It's like, right, but you have to build a special safe space for one special group. Everyone else is told to go fuck themselves. Isn't that segregation? No, it's not, because it's a group I want to segregate. Like, yeah, no, it's still segregation. Oh, I might have given away the game. But yeah, so they're 65 million, but they needed that. It's got state-of-the-art facilities, from what I understand. Comfortable beds. It's got a day spa, a sauna, and a top-of-the-line PA system so people can easily get announcements across. And that's tied into the fact that the minute you open the door, this song plays. Welcome to Ace's Place. It's for all the homeless people. Do you... Unless, of course, you're someone who dares to be attracted to the opposite gender. Do you identify as a man or a woman? Sleep on the street, because this is Ace's Place. Do you have all of your original anatomy? Then you can sleep on the street, because this is Ace's Place. Jesus. Johnny, the shelter is being made ahead of time for unemployed college students with useless degrees. I mean, probably. Wild Saffron, I agree, but I can't really say that out loud, just in case it gets me in trouble. We called these asylums. Yeah, back in the day when they worked, now they're fucking free to come, free to go. Easy. It's an LG. Yeah, and by the way, willing to say this and be shamed publicly, start the fucking clock until we see a scandal about assault, or sexual abuse. Fucking start the clock. Till the people running it are using it to get favors out of the people living there or whatever. People are going to get turned out to stay there. I guarantee you this is not going to go well. It's going to have a thing. I identify as me-sexual, says St. Caesar. It's not fair. I'm not allowed to identify as a dragon and roll around with a flamethrower. So get fucked. And if I did, you would as a society, you would as a society be understandable to want to lock me down. AP asking Brian the Science, how's Stellar Blade? I too am curious how Stellar Blade is. Ace took it hard after his breakup from Gary. I didn't even realize that. Ace and Gary from the ambiguously gay duo SNL bit. The ambiguously gay duo. Yeah, dude, Ace took it real hard because Gary kept the car. And I don't blame Gary for keeping the car. Did you see that cock rocket hot rod? That thing had balls. AP says over under 5 minutes for an essay, but 1 month for a report. Oh, dude, 1 month? Way more than 1 month. 1 month for a report, a year and a half before a report makes it far enough to do anything. And a nonprofit took a and also let's also predict something else. Prediction: a nonprofit is taking a healthy chunk of that $65 million to build this whole fucking thing. Battlefield 6 is good. Even I sucked at its great flying jets. Okay. I don't know that anyone asked, but hey, cool. We got that information. Great. But yes, I don't know about Stellar Blade. I was curious about that. I'm at the nameless type. I'll be honest. I saw some Mortal Kombat 1 game video, like movie sequence video, and I'm not like I got to get all the fighters and all the stuff for Mortal Kombat, especially Mortal Kombat 1, but I really want to play the story now. I really want to see the story in Mortal Kombat 1 play out, and it's got 10 of 10 in so many areas. I don't know. I don't really have any money though, so we'll see if it's on Game Pass. Maybe I can squeak by and just play the story, and then we'll call that. Oh my God! Somebody made this, and I agree. This should be the fucking flyer announcing to the city. We should airdrop this as a flyer. Homeless shelter. Can I come in? Do you like penis? No. Go away. It's simple, but it's accurate. Alrighty. The first time someone steals the necessary medications, all hell will break. Men growing beards and women getting more feminine sounding voices. Pure madness. In a systemy game, not traditional. Again, St. Caesar, I guess you don't understand. I'm very curious about the story. And the reviews of it say that it's got, it's an assist me game. It's like, I don't know. Traditional Mortal Kombat and a lot of old school games, I can't fucking hit the buttons well enough anymore. I recently replayed Darksiders and just freaking Devil May Cry style mass button mashing I can't do, so. I'm curious about the story. It looked like the story is cool. So, yes, the census is getting done thing. They're opening a transgender fucking thing. You know what? Yeah, I'm not going to do this. If you didn't know, here is our from the events in Jack. Oh, wait. previously resided in Jacksonville, Florida. So the events in, I think it was Georgia at a base. The person who opened fire on the base was, oh, dear Lord. I didn't realize Florida. Oh. So the Fort Stewart shooter is this guy. This is why they're not. I mean, his name is Cornelius Radford, which, especially the way it's spelt, like we didn't need to guess. Most stories don't want to show this picture or put this information out there. Hard to imagine why, but there we go. Jiggle Physics sells games, non-binary bullies. Not so much, says Moose Tiff. I already have Mortal Kombat 11, and I don't care about a collection. So, again, I don't know if you're not listening, Saint Caesar. My interest is in the story. I finished the last Mortal Kombat game. Loved that. I'm curious about the story. They made it like last year's news because it wasn't a white guy. Right. And I'm sick of that being a thing. Like, I'm very, very, like, I'm very annoyed with doing shows and pulling this information up and finding this out. And we're not allowed to say it, but if we do, we're racist. Like, no, I'm not. Racist would be assuming every black person does that. Reporting that a black person did that when a black person did that is called just spitting the facts. Oh, I hate the gaslighting of it all. Right there. I also love the soundtrack. I'm Stella Blade. My wife listens to the soundtrack. Oh, I think it means in Stella Blade. Sounds interesting. Labglass, who the fuck spells Cornelius with a QU? I don't know, the kind of people who use EBT cards to buy Reese's peanut butter cups. King Kong Dong, when a black daddy leaves for smokes, it's just a fact. Right. Assuming he's not going to return is the racist part. I don't feel good about that joke. Like, I don't. And I'm sure that's not true. I'm glad I don't know my birth dad. Jesus, Brian. That is hurtful. That is hurtful for your birth dad. You know what, though? I can kind of relate. I know my birth dad, and I wish I didn't. I get you. If I were you, Brian, and I couldn't remember my father, I would be so happy. Let's see, Brian the Science. It got insane fighting the space monster eye thing, struggling with the instant kill of the nameless Nativia right now. That's a corny joke, Johnny. I like how you spelled corny there. That's kind of fun. We have fun here. All right, I have to load up the second hour stories. We got through all the first hour stuff, so thank you very, very much. For our second hour things, oh dear Lord, so much to do. Close that. Do that. For our second hour story here, we have an update on Gina Carano, the lawsuit she started with Disney. Apparently, they've reached a settlement. I'm curious about this because her lawsuit with Disney was entirely is justified. Is entirely justified. Wait, let's get the cord over here. There we go. So we've got that. We've got people that are flocking to Washington for to smell a death flower, a corpse flower, which I didn't understand. You're in Washington, D.C., aren't you? Or is this Washington State? Either way, can't you just go to a high urban area and just smell corpses? Because I'm sure there's some there somewhere. We got a new virus coming out of China, and we've got the reason for today's show title. We have the grossest fucking item anyone's ever conceived. And I want to know who asked for this, because they should be locked down immediately and not allowed to affect public decisions. Whoever thought this was a good idea, or whoever requested this in the suggestion box, stop them. Stop them at all costs. Smells like Mumbai, says Balls Deep. I haven't been interested in an Assassin's Creed game for a long time. So But thanks, Saint Caesar. I can check what's on Game Pass for myself, but I thank you. But just while we're on the subject, I didn't get to 4. I was out, like, I think around 3. I don't know. They started doing, here's where they went wrong on Assassin's Creed. They started doing all of these weird offshoots while doing the game, and it just got way too confusing. And now it just seems like a fucking rinse, repeat money grab that pisses away the story. And personally, just for myself, I could be totally happy to completely ditch the fucking ancient memory bullshit. Just play the story as an assassin in this point in time. None of this, but can you play the ancient memories to recall where they hid the... Fuck off. The Apple of Eden or whatever the fuck it was. Again, just no interest. So, but yeah, thank you for that information. So here we go. We have a survey for Zoomers. So let's see if we have a video for this. No. So Gina Carano posted this on Twitter, and she says, "I've come to an agreement." It's a text, so I'm just going to read it. "I've come to an agreement with Disney/Lucasfilm, which I believe is the best outcome for all parties involved. I hope this brings some healing to the Force. I doubt it. I want to extend my deepest, most heartfelt gratitudes to Elon Musk. Wow. Ooh, a man I've never met who did this good Samaritan deed for me in funding my lawsuit. Thank you, Mr. Musk, and at X for backing my case and asking for nothing in return. To my lawyers at whatever, blah, 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 blah. I'm humbled, grateful, blah, 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 blah. What's the deal? All right, so you're happy with it, but what's... This wasn't in that. All right, so the Walt Disney Company and Lucasfilm are pleased to announce that we have reached an agreement with Gina Carano to resolve the issues in her pending lawsuit against the companies. Miss Carano was always well respected. What's the deal, though? But co-workers, she worked hard to perfect her craft while treating her colleagues with kindness. With this lawsuit concluded, we look forward to identifying opportunities to work together with Miss Carano in the near future. Again, what was the fucking settlement? What was the resolution? Don't be like, hey, cool. What did you get paid? You sued them? So what's the lawsuit? What's the deal? Come to an agreement. What's the agreement? Don't fucking dicks. Cock teases. Healing the Force that was lost with the new trilogy and the Acolyte. You can't heal the Force. There's a lady there that wears a short... what's her name? Kathleen Kennedy, I think. You can't fix the Force until you evict this fucking gender identifying. The Force is female. Like, again, no. Stop sticking your personal politics into this, as South Park put it, put a ticket in it, make it lame and gay. Like, until you get rid of this cunt. And I'm sure she has something on Bob Iger or something else. I'm sure she probably has videos of them diddling fucking, what was her name? Britney Spears or whatever. And that's why they can't effing fire her. But yeah, as long as she's involved, it's never going to be better. Until they get rid of this monumental, what would we call it? Monumental, fucking sci-fi universe killing thunder cunt. Until, like, go write your own stupid stories, because the shit you've been doing to Marvel and to Lucasfilm just is not helping. Every female character puts in is a self-insert tard. Yeah. And they do horrible shit, like the Acolyte. Again, the Acolyte is entirely someone going, let's use the Star Wars universe to say lesbians have children. because the one event in the Star Wars universe that's meant to be a parody of the Jesus story, if you couldn't put that math together, is the Immaculate Conception of the Jedi who would eventually become Darth Vader, Anakin Skywalker. That's what that is. It's a one-off. And Anakin as a character, the power that he has, all that stuff is meant to be signified and reinforced with things like the fact that his birth event is a one-off. But no, we just use the Force and then we impregnate each other. Gina's got some dollars now. Well, Wild Saffron, that's not fair. I don't want that to be a thing. But then again, look at me counting people's money. And I don't even want to count people's money. I want to know how hard Disney lost it. Because, again, I feel like as someone who hates what Disney's been doing in terms of the content they've been making, the losing money on their fucking woke agenda bullshit is, again, why this fucking... I'm going to pretend her middle name is Karen with a K. Why this KKK cunt needs to go. She needs to stop fucking with Lucasfilm. They already kicked her out of Marvel. If she was involved with it at all. She's the reason The Mandalorian took a shit. She chased off What's-His-Nut, and he was the best thing they had going. Alrighty. Holy crap. I'm running out of time. So, do we want to go to the... Do we have videos of this? No. Oh, dear Lord. Smells great if you like the smell of corpse and anything rotting. DC, right? So yes, this is in DC. Honestly, you want to go to smell a flower that smells like death in Washington, DC. Can't you just turn a street corner and find somebody who's already dead? Because, I mean, judging from the information I'm hearing, it's so bad that it's justifying the unleashing of the Army National Guard. Like, fucking... Tanks are rolling on DC because Trump's using it to get shit in order. Like, and I don't approve of that action either. But it's sad that that's where it's at. So why the... I got 2 turntables and a microphone. All right, buddy. Well, Friday followed by the boys. Well then, I'm glad for you having fun time Friday. Both the Fantastic Four and Superman are really good, apparently. I will never say Superman is any good. Even if it's completely comic book accurate. Superman is the stupidest Mary Sue fucking character ever. I dislike Superman to an extreme extent. I hate that they keep rebooting him. They did it bad enough that they had Henry Cavill and they that up, and now they're redoing that. All of the other movies on DC, all of them, Batman got updated time and time again. Like, no offense, Batman got updated time and time again. We can't ever... We'll update parts of Superman's lore so we can justify the stupid parts that we won't update. Like, we'll update how the sun's solar rays affect... Like, well, right, because we have science now. But... The Rock screwed over Henry Cavill. Let that ink in. I don't know. Mr. Q, Superman was really bad. Too many crying men and pocket dimension. Whoa. Johnny doesn't vote and he hates Superman. What kind of American is that, says RP. A real American. And it's not that I don't vote. I just didn't vote in the last election. It was just the last election that I didn't vote in. And like I said, made my vote choices pretty public. They wouldn't have changed anything. So, what do you want from me? Either way, as for the doesn't like Superman thing, I just don't like characters that have no flaws. Superman's flaw is that he has to avoid a radioactive isotope. He's the only superhero character that apparently relies on the fact that people are still too dumb to go, glasses, not glasses, that can't be the same guy. And before the people go, well, they're specially designed hypnotic glasses, so... No. Again, you know what solves this really easy? He puts a fucking ski mask on. That's way more leveled out. How about he just doesn't have... Nobody has to have his face, because again, he has to be this ideal of broad-chinned, dark-haired, blue-eyed American boy. And that's the thing. Superman was always a, we love America, American hero. But they have to declare that he's from another planet. So it's just like, The American century. He's an alien, so it makes sense that he has powers. Balls deep. I'd watch Ski Mask Superman. I think a lot of people would. I think Ski Mask Superman would be pretty fucking ballsy. But they'll never do it. They'll never do it. Oh, there's not a surprise nor RDJ coming back as Iron Man. Robert Downey Jr., I am curious how they got him to do the Iron Man death scene. And fuck it, at this point, correct me if I'm wrong, but wouldn't it have just worked out better if fucking Hulk snapped his fingers and saved the universe and then died? Just take out Hulk. Balls deep. Ski Mask Superman's kryptonite would be Bush Light. That's pretty fucking funny. Superman was originally Supermen, a group of old bald guys with superpowers who rule the world through corruption. It was too realistic, so it didn't work. How old is that then? Because Superman goes back to like the fucking 1940s, doesn't it? 20s even? Didn't they use Superman in like the fucking 30s or 40s to fight the KKK? R.I.P. Ski Mask. Maybe. Hulk's in the next Spider-Man film with the Punisher too. I don't care. I don't care for the actor that played Hulk, and the proof that he's only mid-level at playing Hulk. Hulk has no independent movies. He's just always a side guy in everyone else's shit. What's the Russian version of Superman? I have no idea. I just always remember that America had a Superman, and it was just Superman was an American, and it's just like, yeah, all right, and again, good old American country boy. It's like, right, okay, fine, but he has to hide out as a journalist. Like, okay, interesting, but again, he relies on the fact that he takes off his glasses and nobody can tell who he is. Like, all right, fuck off. No, Hulk didn't get his own miniseries, but they did the She-Hulk miniseries because thank God we could do, and wasn't that awesome? But remember, if you think an execution of an idea is horrible and it stars a person of color who is also female, it's automatically because you're a racist misogynist, and not entirely because you went, the writing sucks, the story looks stupid, and I just don't care. All right, speaking of woke people being woke and it being hilarious, because yes, that is what we were doing. We have an hour and 45 minutes left in the show. I am seldom surprised with things that Neil deGrasse Tyson says in this day and age. And it's why, as a large Neil deGrasse Tyson fan back in the day, I'm sad to see where things have gone with Neil. But he does earn a little bit of a buyback with this. So we're going to go to this. Neil deGrasse Tyson was on a show called By the Way, a CBS morning show segment. And they wanted to talk about colonizing the moon.
But if we want to keep growing a population, or if we want to live forever, all right, we're going to need another planet.
So is that the moon? Because I
don't want to live on the moon.
Right? Will it serve as a functional life source eventually for human beings? And B, we know how the age of colonialism worked on this planet. Should we be trying to colonize and saying that there's a keep out zone that?
Just remember, guys. We know how colonialism worked on this planet. You know, we came in and we kicked out all the indigenous people. We stole the land. And we used slave labor. We can't colonize the moon. All of those poor indigenous moonlings. It sounds even stupider when you hear it out loud. I got this video with a transcript. I knew the fucking tard burger that he was gonna sell. And as soon as I heard it, I went, oh, come on. You're someone who can't see outside your own self-fabricated racial injustice, aren't you? Oh, dear Lord. It hurts. It hurts. I can't even click the...
They're trying to colonize and saying that there's a keep-out zone that not other countries can participate in having...
The real problem with the colonization history in Western civilization is that there were people already there. Right? There are no moon beings that were displaced.
And he can't even... Look, even fucking COVID freak out... Super wokeified has to go, look, guys, the huge problem with colonization. I get it that you guys use this shit as trigger words, so as soon as you hear the word colonize, you immediately have to freak out. But the huge problem with colonization was there were no people, or there were people already there. G-Lux, moon people are already being marginalized, right? Oh, for fuck's sake, the age of colonialism. What the fuck, reporter? What moon people? Right, and we needed, again, this is the shock factor. We needed Neil deGrasse Tyson. Just saying it makes me want to laugh. That and the hit really hit me hard. I apologize. Should have brought more Gatorade. But yes, the moon people are already marginalized. Now, this is my curiosity. If we start colonizing the moon, don't we get to find out about the conspiracy theories about the, what is it, the Greys or whatever that live on the dark side of the moon? So shouldn't we be, that are like tunneling into it or something? Shouldn't the dark side of the moon people be found out about? Also, we have new pictures of the moon landing stuff, and I've heard about those. I haven't seen them, but I know, like they were saying, you can see the footprints in the moon from where the landers are. And I know a lot of people are like, oh, it's AI or it's CGI or not CGI. It's AI. It's fake. I don't know. What do you want from me? I believe we landed on the moon. I mean, I'm totally willing to believe we didn't land on the moon in the terms of the televised to the moon and back like stuff that they did. Just because it's weird we can't do that part still. But I would completely believe we faked the moon landing to beat the Russians there, but we still actually went there. Like, eventually. That's about as conspiracy theories I get of that. The Moonanites live there. The Moonanites, holy shit. Guys, you know what? I have been remiss and not realized that, you know, I'm ripping on that guy, and he's right. He's right. Guys, we have to address the fact that here we go. We have to address the fact that the moon is not.
That bullfrog adamantly disagreed with our microwave.
That was no bullfrog, dude. That was Yoda. He was like,
Small and green he was. Make that mistake, anyone can.
What are you doing up here?
These monitors track and display all bad deeds around.
Welcome home, baby. I say this to all of your things. For this is a robbery.
nobody move.
Yeah, we'll see you guys later.
Stop moving.
All right, Moonanites. There we go. Boom. You can see the landing sites with the telescopes, says AP. Right, but they have Moonawana. I'm on board. I want some Moonawana. And now I want a telescope that I can see the moon landings with. Either way, it's always funny that people are like, oh, the moon landing isn't real. Like, there are things I can believe. There are things I can believe about, not seeing certain stuff in videos like from the NASA Space Center or whatever, or the International Space Station. There's stuff where I'm like, oh yeah, I can believe that's not real because this is a good question, but just I don't think we faked that one, and it didn't actually happen. Like, it just at some point in time. So we did mention this. We'll cover that. Did we have anything
But if we want
left for that? No, I think we covered that. It's a keep out zone that no other countries can participate in. Dude, anybody that can get to the moon can. I don't know if you understand this. It's kind of like there's no rules about the moon. Like, look, if and in other news, Israel is now evacuating all of Gaza to the moon in what they call a two-state solution. It's kind of like a holy land. It's full of holes. So not happy that we support that. We have what? We have the smoothie thing. I have the fucking survey for the Zoomers. These two are... Is either of these a video? Oh, that's a video. Thank Christ. So that's a video, so we'll definitely do that. Ugh, gross. All right, we'll look at that. Wait a minute. Who is that? Jiggy. I don't even want to know. All right, so yeah, I'm going to ditch the Zoomers thing. There's a survey that came out that said Zoomers take their parents to job interviews. That's really fucked up. Just, again, that you're allowed. Like, if I ran a company and you came in and you brought your mom with you, I'd be like, all right, you're out. See you later. Thanks for your time. We don't even need to talk. The fact that your mom is here tells me everything I need to know. Like, you're out. See you later. They have awesome telescopes now. They even have a GPS on them. So when you set it down in a certain spot, it knows where it's at and can look up the different constellations. Yeah, but dude, how much is that telescope? Because I love my daughter, but there are limits, right? And Christmas is 6 months away, and I'm still trying to move, so we'll see what we can do. The moon will only be for trans and non-binary people. Here's where, and people are like, what about setting up a colony on the moon? We can't do, like, this is where technology right now is at a weird place, because we have those, like, technology exists now, and I think NASA has been developing these fucking giant 3D printers that just heat up and exude, like, melted fucking, like, rock, like, material, and just use the local dirt as a fucking, we're gonna build moon mud huts, quintessentially, in a weird way. I don't care about the money, but he claimed Johnny was crying. Yeah, here's where the only address I'll do to that. Roots, what was Roots? I don't know. I didn't cry, so I will admit I did say that I was not excited to get up early and sell meat at hole 1 on a golf course. If that's crying, I'm sorry that's crying. I still did it. I still had a good time. I didn't really sell any of the meat, and I ate the beef sticks, and so if that's your definition of crying, you're weaker than I am. Have a good day. Anyways, so moving on. I don't know why why did you even feel the need to bring that up? Actual steel toe wire. Again, Roots has no reason to lie. You know what? Edward Norton should have played MCU Hulk. I agree. Roots has no reason to lie. I told you what literally just happened. So. And why did we even bring that up? I'm looking for what instigated that. Oh, nothing did. Okay. I'm not in a good mood today, so how about we see you later? Just because, again, I don't fucking care about what Roots said. I told you how it happened, and I said if you view that as crying, that's a thing. But whatever. You know what? But do. It's been 2 weeks. No one cares. Right? Yeah, nah. An actual steel toe wearer, too, makes me think that person's trolled here before and gotten kicked. And so they had to make it up again. So, whatever. They can come back next week. 24-hour timeout seems fine. Anyways, so let's grab the other. Oh, wait, no, we have that. The new virus. So, guys, in totally what isn't a reboot of the flop of 2020, there's a virus loose in China. Stop me if you've heard this before. It causes mild respiratory distress. Let's give you the facts. It's begun circulating, sickening thousands and thousands of people, and it is circulated by mosquitoes. Thousands of people have fallen ill with symptoms of a mosquito-borne virus. They have reported it to the authorities. The virus is known as the chikungunya virus, which can cause fever and joint pain. So I was wrong. There were no respiratory distress things. I must have misread that earlier. Chikungunya. Chikungunya. I got it quite wrong. A mosquito-borne virus characterized by high fever, severe joint pain, sometimes fatigue, rash, and gastrointestinal problems, along with other symptoms. Okay, so the other thing must have been saying that. It's not the most severe virus. It really, it has a mortality rate of slightly less than 1 in 1,000. But rare cases can be serious, and it can spread rapidly within mosquito-heavy regions. So let's go see how they're doing in China. We got a video here. Oh, this don't look good. So they're just spraying everything down to get mosquitoes. Dear Lord. Mickey Mouse needs to stop effing bats and pangolins. Just saying. Was Mickey Mouse doing it? Did they name it that after the Asian who can't drive? I have no idea. Not a China virus, says G-Lox. Oh, yeah, totally China virus. The moon will be called Gary's Place because he can't be in the same place as Ace. Aw, damn. Gary will be happy there. Lots of craters to explore. But Johnny also has no reason to lie. Yeah, but that logic, nah. Joint pain, better smoke it faster. But nice. A new virus in China. How long until the lockdowns start back? Well, it's already been addressed as a mosquito-heavy thing, so that won't work here. The transmission vector is mosquitoes. So in order to do this, you need mosquitoes to circulate it. You're not going to get it because there are too many areas where, again, mosquitoes don't circulate. We won't be able to get, like, the lockdown stuff. But I don't know. There's no saying we wouldn't have gotten vaccines if other people were in charge. Again, this oversized muffler sounds really... Why does this thing sound like a Japanese World War II plane going for a kamikaze run? Just ridiculously loud. All right, I don't want to watch you fucking smoke out a fucking town. All right, so... Mr. Q, to hell with that. I don't think we're getting locked down as easy again, says King Kong Dong. I'd like to think so, but I doubt it. So, I don't know. Let's go ahead and close that out. Boop. See, I don't think we're getting... Yep, all right, we covered that. So, yes, China's releasing a virus, take 2. Cue the surprise and shock. It's happening again! Oh, right. I'm sure we're not going to find out that they made it. And anyway, can we get some more jabs? God, I hope not. I really don't want any more vaccines. In a effort to transition to less serious stuff for the remainder of the show, because it is the weekend, so we're gonna... Oh, dude, I never shared the fucking... Because fucking Lab Glass threw so much at me, I completely forgot, and I didn't want to... I don't want to be beggy, but... All right, there we go. Boom. 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 Bang. And then share this here. China, says Wild Saffron. China has no problems letting videos leak. Oh yeah, when they want to, absolutely. I completely agree with you. When they want to, they let them leak like a sieve. All right, so there we go, manually. Those are pinned at the top if you want to support the program. Thank you so very much. We are all the way into Wednesday and the Friday fund day with the studio title or studio sponsor being up for grabs and all that happening this Friday. We're going to try to be bringing the why are you viving? Don't care. Don't care. Don't care. Don't care. I only want the important vivs right now. We've got a lot to do. So anyways, yes, the Friday fun day, we're going to be bringing all of your favorites back. Me shaving my arm, or I've been told not to shave my face, so that can continue to go in a gangbusters fashion. And then make sure we're not missing that one either. So open you and close you. All right, there we are. So can we just nuke China already? I mean, Wild Saffron, I understand why. How much to be a studio sponsor, says RP. It's a bid thing. It's a bid thing. Oh, crap. I have to... Pretty sure Roots Calhoun lied. I used to be a fan of his, too. I have to undo that, then. I was wrong. This is where it is an issue. I have to undo that timeout then. How do I cancel? Timeout duration. Was it a couple of minutes? I think it was. Bride Science, I can't wait to go home. Yeah, dude, I hope that goes great. I want to see if I can undo that, because now I finally saw what that was, and I feel bad. I shouldn't have done that to actual steel toe wear. This is why crosstalk gets confusing for me with 3 channels. Wish I could just put it all into one. I don't want to add them. I don't want to hide them. I want to undo. Why can't I just undo? Whatever. Well, I was wrong. If I could undo it, I would. But, sir. Anyways, the vaccine, I cannot wait to go home. I think I did. Actual steel toe, try talking. All right, well, cool. It's taken care of. Thank you, says Paul Steep. Thank you. It's taken care of. Again, that is my bad. I will immediately admit, knowing right now, it's my bad. It's taken care of. He's in NLO. Oh, well. That's not like automatically some sort of banning offense. It's his opinion. I didn't have to at the moment. Oh. Well then, either way, like I said, I was asking where that came from and I didn't see it, and then we ended up having that happen. So doesn't matter. At the moment. Yeah, dude, there's a lag. I got to catch up with these things. It's fuck off Friday. I mean, kind of. Red Fox Mad Wise Digger meeting. Missing. She's not missing. She doesn't show up all the time on Fridays. Fridays are kind of her day. And Fridays are kind of her day. And I have her come on from time to time. But she doesn't always have to, and today she's got other things going on, and she'll be here next week for the Friday fun day when we do the crazy stuff and go nuts, so that'll be great. You can enjoy her there. I'll try to keep myself together. I'm gonna have we're gonna have a set number of shots, kind of like we did last time, and we're gonna go with blind shots, but we'll obviously again set numbers so I can't get like fucked up. We have set number of shots. I'm trying to remember all this quick so I can't look at the chat. Set number of shots that we're doing. I'm going to try and find the muscle stimulators. I don't think I packed them, so I think I know where they are now. And so we're going to try and find those for this Friday. We're going to have hot sauces and things like that, disgusting stuff that I'll have to eat. I'm not shaving, so we'll end up doing a couple of different things. People will be able to like try and see. We can see what they'll try and get me to do there. We'll have the lipstick and the nail polish stuff. Fuck, I forgot what the other ones were. I don't know. Am I missing one? I don't know. Digger has a few. These robot-looking females getting scary. I don't know. 20 shots, says G-Locks. Johnny, you need to get Aaron to do shots. Get Aaron sick for a week. No, Aaron, again, you need to get Aaron to do shots. You fucking, what, on the morning show? No. Again, we do a set number of shots for the show, and the idea is that they're flavored, some good, some bad. So 20 shots of tequila. No, it's probably going to be like, what did we reach, like 6 or 7 last time? But there were a couple that I really want to. I'm going to be honest. I'm excited this weekend to go to the liquor store and pick up the stuff for the show because I am going to, they're like $1. There's some really good stuff there. And then the other thing I got to find, if there is any like real bottles and not just the little shot bottles of Jameson with orange, oh my God. That is amazing. Red Fox Mad, what kind of shots do you like, Johnny? It varies. I don't like beer, so I like hard alcohol better. You should get those jelly beans that are mixed with every flavor of good and bad. All right, I'll see if I can find those. But you can beat that. I don't think I can beat 20 shots. I feel like I could make like Jameson with orange if I had like orange zest or something. And I could like let it soak for a while. But it's a lot of work. Overall, the just Jameson with orange was fucking awesome. 99 bananas. Don't even know what that is. Okay, so speaking of gross shit, and thank God there isn't a Smoothie King in Minnesota. But apparently, Smoothie King, which is some sort of fast food establishment, has come up with a product absolutely nobody has asked for called the Heinz Tomato Ketchup Smoothie. Look, I don't mind ketchup with my fries. I don't mind ketchup on a burger. There are places, meatloaf as a dressing on the top of the meatloaf. Look, ketchup is fine. Brian, I'd try the ketchup smoothie. I'm not doing the ketchup smoothie. King Kong Dong, I just puked in my mouth a little bit. You too? All right, good. I'm not alone. You got this unmuted? Good. We're looking at an hour and 15 left in the show. Thank you for being here. We'll double check to make sure everybody's all thrown, that we don't miss anything. But it's been pretty smooth on Twitch, and I think we're pretty good. So thank you again for supporting the program here. And thank you, Balls Deep, for the $3. I got to make sure we know that. Put that up there. Oh, dude. That means we got to take 5 off because that adds up to 5. So now we're down to 40 over on the show goal. Thank you very much. Balls Deep. This switch that back and bam. Oh, they're showing how they make it. Oh, it's getting even worse. So they put the smoothie, whatever that they put in smoothie stuff, the ice, and now the ketchup. What the hell is that? Akaya? Now we've got the ice. All right. First of all, the existence of this restaurant worries me. Secondly, this isn't looking... Maybe it would be good with some exotic meats to dip, says Bo Cephas. Okay. Well, thank you, Bo Cephas. 99 cents from RP. Thank you. Thank you very much. I know that ketchup chips are a thing in Canada, but they also do lemonade chips too. I didn't know that, Mr. Q. That's gross. That is just gross, although technically the tomato is a fruit. I mean, yeah, the tomato's a fruit, but Heinz 57 tomato ketchup is already a tomato pulp and sugar, like just amalgamation. And then what's the other shit that they added? The poor. The poor is in the poor people who have to eat this shit? You're somehow making ketchup look even more disgusting. Looks promising. No, it doesn't. Tasting. Up. You don't do tasting and not show face. Okay? Let's be clear. If you're tasting, the facial reaction is everything. You can lie as employees and go, it was actually pretty decent. No. You can lie and type that and put that on the screen. But if I watch this lady or whoever this person is put a fucking dab of that stuff in their mouth and they immediately just go. It's ironic. I clicked when I did my fake spasm and it made this end with the TikTok noise where it goes bloop, and it's just funny. The smoothie is like a cheap steak. Ketchup makes it better. Mussolini if OG Heinz 57 included anchovies and vinegar. And well, that sounds actually interesting. Imagine a ranch smoothie. Oh. Like, look, I've turned the page on certain things like dipping pizza in ranch and stuff like that, but oh dear God. Why would you do this? Fucking why? The Heinz tomato ketchup smoothie blends sweet acai sorbet, crisp apple juice, strawberries, and tart raspberries with the unmistakable taste of Heinz. Okay, dude, I was against this before I found the ingredients. I have an even bigger problem now. Oh, dear Lord. I have no idea where these locations are. What? Let's see what we can get on this dude. This is a person doing a review. Let's see your review of this thing.
Morning. I'm at Smoothie King with the Ketchup Smoothie.
This is why you do the face. This is why you, when you give it a taste test, you do the face. Pay close attention to how he responds.
I'm at Smoothie King with the Ketchup Smoothie.
Right? You can't just give me your decision. It's in, and he's thinking about it. Ladies and gentlemen, without words, that's all you need to know. This is a disgusting piece of fucking weird-ass corporate shill garbage, and they'll make you swallow it. But rest assured, I'm sure him doing it for clicks or whatever, and other people doing it for likes and clicks, other people will do it to say they tried it. Some crazy, stupid psychopath is going to be a fan of Heinz 57 everything and will need to eat it. Now we need the mustard smoothie. Here's two problems with that. One, gross. Two, I discovered cracked mustard. It's like chunky peanut butter, but with mustard. It's now the greatest thing in my life. I used to have creamy mustard. I now have chunky mustard. It's awesome. But, Mr. Q, I would rather have a V8. And that's why I thought this would suck. Anyone that's had a V8 or drank tomato juice or had tomato soup could tell you that, no, I don't really feel like fruity smoothie Heinz 57. No. Mussolini dip a Grey Poupon smoothie. Pardon me. Do you have a Grey Poupon smoothie? Dude, that's the worst part. Like, dude, I want a Poupon smoothie. You want what on your smoothie? I want Grey Poop on my smoothie. Oh, no. Just sounds gross. Thank you, Mussolini dip, for Grey Poupon smoothie. Thank you so much. It keeps this is how childish I am. It's getting funnier to me every time I say it now. Grey Poupon smoothie. What, you mean like an old dog turd? No, I mean like the mustard. You must have a turd? No, like the condiment. You want condoms on it? No, I want a Grey Poupon smoothie. Again, I don't know if that's healthy. You might want to back off. What about a queso smoothie? You can't make a queso smoothie. Queso is cheese. It's smoothie. Ugh. I bet the next day is going to be a nothing but blood red dumps. And I'm not going to reveal all of the various ways I have learned and reaffirmed this knowledge, but don't worry. If you have blood in your stool, it's black, not red. So if you have red stool, you may have just eaten way too many stuffed red bell peppers. But they were so fucking good. Anyhow, close this fucking... I love this face. This is the face that his significant other makes when he inserts. Just, oh. Sorry, that's completely not true. I'm pulling this out of my ass. If you didn't know, I don't always shit red, but when I do, it's from a smoothie. Thank you, Dos Equis reference. Depends on where it's coming from. Oh, actually, yeah, I suppose. If you had like fresh anal tearing, I guess it would probably be blood red. But I mean, if it's in your stool, like you're like you have, like, okay, let's just say again, hypothetically, let's just say that someone had like ridiculously red, like fire engine red, and suddenly was very concerned for their overall health, and then found out that it no, it's just because of what you were eating. Mr. Q, red in your stool, too much fruit punch. Beets can make red poop. I've never eaten beets, and now I don't want to even more. So, Shelox, you can't tell me what I can put in my smoothie. Oh, I drank the ketchup smoothie, or I walked in on folks doing it. Same expression. Yeah, this is somebody who just found out mom and dad hang out in their own bedroom a lot for a very special reason. Just, oh no. You need Chipotle. Do you have an impacted bowel? Then you need Chipotle. So yeah, I'm gonna go with people overall on the smoothie world. Not a fan. There we go. All right, so we have Disney. We did all. Okay, so that's all of our second hour stuff. We have to get you guys out. I don't know why I didn't highlight those. So we have an hour left in the show. We're on our third hour stories, which is nice. Timing is brilliant. Mwah, thank you. If you're just joining us and curious and didn't hear it before, Alucard's blood test results will be in Monday. We are very, very grateful to Scruffy D25, and I forget who, somebody donated $20 on Cash App. We didn't run any sort of fund my cat stuff, but they threw that in because they wanted him to get his care and treatment, and that definitely helped cover parts of the bill. So thank you very much for that, you guys, and applause break for you. And then, yes, he's gotten fluids. He's gotten his joint shots. He's moving around better. Still hasn't eaten much. And the vet's main concern is that there's some kidney function issues, which we've already discussed what we'll be doing then. We'll be doing dietary changes and seeing how that goes. Lexi, is it safe to come back? For what? Like, did you run away from the disgusting smoothie? Rusty Grammar, Scruffy's rugged as hell, bro. Yeah, Scruffy's awesome. Why wouldn't it be safe to come back, Lexi? What? Oh, yes. Well, then, yes, it's totally safe to come back. The smoothie is gone. We've got an update on Sydney Sweeney. For those of you who didn't know, Sydney Sweeney has become the... stop it. We're going to... Oh, she was right. Oh, now I got problems with that. Anyhow, Sydney Sweeney has become the poster child for white supremacy. And to maintain that, she is now coming out for ice cream. We're going to have to see what you have to boycott, what we have to boycott now because it's white supremacy. Oh, no, I just closed it. No. So Baskin Robbins has brought in Sydney Sweeney, Sydney Sweeney for Baskin Robbins. Sweet on Sydney campaign. Dear Lord. Okay, I'm going to put this on screen. I'm going to say right now, calm down, boys. The fucking Sweet on Sydney thing. Now, is the question I have, was this in the works before the American Eagle ad came out or not? And as someone who has been very critical of her of being mid in the face and awesome everywhere else, the lighting is definitely doing her favors here because way more of a sweet Irish smoke show than normal. Hey, we're making it quasi-pornographic because we don't sexualize enough shit in this country.
Is that Sydney Sweeney? Oh, yeah, it is. She really loves our rainbow sherbet. She comes here all the time. Wait, seriously?
Dude, no offense. No offense. This is weird as shit. I'd shillelagh her Blarney Stones as well, Steve. Hey, easy. Maybe it's a mix. Whoa. Following a car with a Green Bay Packers license plate surrounded by a Skull Vikings plate frame. That, I'm going to be honest, I have to break out of the Sydney Sweeney commercial for a minute. That would be a pretty crazy mind F. Green Bay Vikings plate frame and Packers plates. That's pretty messed up. But Wild Saffron, maybe it's a mixed marriage. Yeah, like they each brought different things there. Mr. Q, if I was 20 years younger, I would maybe dream about it. But yeah, if you were 20 years younger, you'd be fucking 70. That's still a little creepy, my friend. He's not really. I know. It's a job. Fuck off. Anyhow,
Hey, Sydney, your signature scoop is ready.
Why is there two scoops? I mean, she's got two delightful scoops, but why?
Thank you.
All right, let's be honest. If you came in late at night and you found her spooning your ice cream.
What?
And I'll be honest, if Sydney Sweeney really behaved like this and ate that much ice cream, she wouldn't look like Sydney Sweeney.
That's so cool. Yeah. It can be.
I'm going to say this. If they make a Barbie sequel, they ought to cast her ass in it.
Summer's looking sweet at Baskin Robbins.
Uh-oh, now it's racist. Sydney Sweeney endorsed it, and she has great genes, and that's white supremacy. I'm pretty sure that Baskin and Robbins dude just wants makeup tips from her. Probably. He seems like he was way more interested in the guy that got the guy asking the questions. St. Caesar, it's horrible. Gummy bears, yum. Now I wish you know what? Fuck it. We're not going to talk about it. As for it's sherbet, it's not ice cream. Okay, fine. Her voice bothers me, says Lab Glass. Not as much as girls who whisper. The girly whisper voice and like fucking speak up. Put a little oomph in it. Use your diaphragm. Make some noise. 2 scoops is racist. 2 scoops is racist, but 3 cups is just fine. Sorry, that one was for me. He meant cups with a K, if you couldn't figure it out. All right, there we go. Where's my cursor? There it is. Boop. So, yeah, sweet on... fucking A. They're making a sweet on Sydney menu available for a limited time. Jesus Christ.
Try my new sweet on Sydney.
She has her own menu. How much, like, bravo to her. How much is she getting paid for that whole thing? To just put her name on a menu at Baskin Robbins. How much is she getting paid for that? Baskin Robbins is bringing some serious star power to your ice cream outings this summer. Summer? I don't know if you know this or not. We're in August. Summer's about to close down. Really late in the game, my friend. Should have made it a month or 2 ago. Would have been a lot better. A limited time offering co-created with longtime Baskin and Robbins fan and actress Sydney Sweeney. Available starting July 1st. Is this can't be that much of a news story then? July 1st. It's August. Why am I'm not hearing about this until now? She put this video out on July 6th or June 26th. This is like over a month old. Why is this being shared as a August 8th story? Strange. At the heart of the menu is Sydney's signature scoop, which features rainbow sherbet in a chocolate-dipped waffle cone with rainbow spankles and topped with gummy bear minis. A nostalgic and flavor-packed creation that's fun, fruity, and totally sweet. All right. Yeah, no, I don't think we have to boycott it just because she's in there. Like, fucking A. K-Cups are racist, so no more convenient single-serve coffee at home. G-Lock saying it was a slow day. As for why that's a story being a thing now, I guess... I'll say this. I definitely don't want to talk more about the Middle East or tariffs or any of the stuff that we have done to death. So, you know what? You're right. I'll take that. Baskin Robbins will be boycotted by people with no money because of Sydney. I don't think they will recover. I'm going to say this, like, even if it's the most racist ad in the world, fucking... I love a good ice cream cone. My daughter certainly enjoys going out to the ice cream shops when we have the time to. I don't know that we've done it at all this summer. Let's see if I have anything left after the way things have gone. And yeah, we'll take her out there and get her some ice cream. I might have a couple bucks. There's there I ruined it. Oh, we're doing that at the end of the show, not at the beginning. We have an hour left in the program. Is that this one? It is. Okay, so I did load everything up. I just found out about this. This is the annual Chicago Duck Derby, and the annual Chicago Duck Derby apparently happens with rubber ducks. And I'm all for the annual Chicago Duck Derby, but I just heard about this. They have them penned in so they can't really spread out anywhere. What's the point of the Derby if you're floating rubber ducks on the river and they aren't going anywhere? Cool.
Splashdown! The Ducky Derby once again filled the Chicago River this afternoon with more than 80,000 bright yellow rubber ducks. From here, those little guys floated all the way down to the finish line. This is an annual event that benefits Special Olympics Illinois, this year raising nearly $600,000.
So wait a minute. You're telling me to benefit the Special Olympics, you throw a bunch of rubber ducks in the river? What, dude? Why don't you just throw a bunch of handicapped people in the river and Special Olympics athletes in the river? We can call it the Tard Toss and make a fat bank. Johnny, I found the perfect duck for you, called the calling duck. They're house ducks and so adorable. We'll look into that in a minute. The calling duck. Mussolini dip sounds retarded. This sounds retarded, but the Tard Toss, like, I'd watch that. Down syndrome Dave is the first to cross the line in the Tard Toss, raising money for the Olympic sport he'll be participating in later this summer.
Now, you see how they've penned those ducks. If you're wondering what ultimately happens to all of them, they are collected, cleaned, and they're sent off to the next Ducky Derby.
All right, I want them to be collected, cleaned, but I also want them to be diverse. I saw ducks and ducks with sunglasses. I want ducks with Hitler stashes. I want ducky angels, ducky demons. I want a whole. You have so many. You could have so much variety with the ducks. Double deep ducking, says Balls Deep. G-Locks, they tried that. Those guys couldn't swim so good. Ah, I see. Lexi, sorry, Johnny, that was the call duck. We'll find it. You write a name on a duck. Duck that wins the race wins you money. They do the same thing every year at Stony Creek. Only that's a VFW fundraiser. Okay. Rusty Grammar saying ducks fuck. Well, with that many rubber duckies, obviously nobody, their parents never wore rubber. Oh, bum. Does a rubber duck need a condom, or is that just, the same as double bagging? All right. Color and armband. Yeah, dude. I'd like to see a variety of funny, friendly, and mildly offensive ducks. I want a whole slew. I want a duck that everyone's rooting against, right? I want a duck to be there that everyone's like, I want that to sink. Like, I want people pissed at that duck. I want a heel duck. I want a heel duck in the one duck that's got like a spider hairdo and glasses, and everybody else hates that fucking duck so much. All right, so that is again adorable, but not awesome. All right, so call duck is what we're looking for. Very nervous what we're about to find. Indoor, cute, adorable, call duck. Call duck, most popular pet duck breed.
These little cuties are known as called ducks. They are the smallest domesticated duck breed, barely bigger than a soda bottle when fully grown. But don't let their size fool you. These little quacking machines are full of personality. They were originally bred by farmers who used their loud quacks to lure wild ducks into traps. Yep, these pint-sized quackers were the original duck decoys, but the time—
Wait a minute. So you're telling me as humans we bred and raised ducks to betray their brothers and sisters and lure them into traps? We dude, where'd you guys learn to do this? Nazi Germany? Most likely it'll be the black duck. What? I want a Trump duck trying to float away from an Epstein ducky. Ah, that'd be nice.
Times have changed. Today, call ducks are cherished companions, bringing joy with their bubbly personalities. These little guys are incredibly social creatures. They love spending time with their humans, following them around like feathered shadows. They're quite friendly and can be surprisingly cuddly. Call ducks, especially the females, are notorious chatterboxes. Their high-pitched calls are adorable, but be warned, these little guys can be loud. Call ducks are relatively low-maintenance pets, but they still need some care. Fresh water, a clean coop, and a healthy diet are essential for keeping your feathered friends happy and healthy. These little cubies...
All right. Interesting. Ivy needs a ducky potty trained to live inside, says Rusty. I mean, if I show her that, she's gonna want on. She's gonna want. She's like, Daddy, I want a ducky. She already wants a fox because of the way that they cackle and laugh. So I'm struggling to find an apartment and figure out if my cat's okay. So we'll see what we can pull off, and yeah. I'll see what we can do over the weekend. You know what I need to do is I need to start buying those lottery tickets, and that'll be it. I'll do that. I'll rely on that. I want a fox too, dude. All right, look, I don't want to do like animal searches all day, but we can do this. All right. Great.
Hi, my name is Michelle Leidy.
I don't really care about
I am
you.
the manager of the Perkins Wildlife Center here at the Cleveland Museum of Natural History, and to live at the museum permanently in July of
I want one of these bad boys so bad.
2016. In the wild, gray foxes are monogamous animals, and we're really happy about the strong bond that these two are forming. They really like playing together and interacting with each other in a really positive manner. They're not quite full grown yet. The male weighs about 6 pounds right now, and the female is just about
They're
5.5
just tiny little
pounds.
foxes.
When they reach their full grown adult size, they will weigh anywhere from about 8 to 15 pounds.
It's like having a cat.
Gray foxes are members of the canine family, just
But they're
like
dogs.
wolves, coyotes, your domestic dog, and so they have a really great sense of smell. Gray foxes are primarily nocturnal, so they're active at night, which can make them a little difficult to see.
And also why they're not great pets. All right, I'll drop one off in your yard at the end of the show, so that way you can't say no after she sees it. But you know where to get one. Oh, you have call ducks? I didn't know that. How about a timber wolf? I don't know. Timberwolves are a little big. If I got a pet for my daughter, it would have to be a pet I can take care of because I don't get to have my daughter full time. So either the pet would have to go back and forth with her or I'd have to take care of it in the interim. And in the case of a fox, like fucking, I'd totally take care of it for her. All right. Anyways, when can we expect them on the menu? No. I would think you could have them. Can you have a gray fox? Gray fox pet. Owning a gray fox as a pet is generally not recommended and often illegal. While some states allow it with permits, foxes are wild animals with strong instincts and unpredictable behavior. They require specialized care, large enclosures, and may not be suitable for typical household environments. Well, that's interesting. So foxes are off the list. Get her a wolf and let her ride it. Dude, she's like, I love my daughter, but she's gonna be a tall lady. She likes keep a pony in your kitchen. Yeah, this all sounds entirely doable. We could totally do that. We can keep a pony in my kitchen. Thank you for being here on Twitch, YouTube, and Rumble. It's Friday. The week's winding down. Happy to have all of you guys here. We have a couple of things left. I didn't know that they made a movie on that Cheech and Chong had a movie coming out. Somebody might have even said it, and I might have blown by it. But the trailer made its way to me, so we'll go over that. We have a story about China literally shaving a mountain, and I have questions. Cue everyone getting pissed at me about having thoughts and questions on floating islands. So we have where is it? I think there's a video for this. Yeah. They removed about 92% of this mountain. Or wait, no, never mind. 92% of this province. I was going to say that doesn't math looking at the picture. 92% of this province is mountains and cliffs. So they removed huge chunks of it and shaved it to put a highway in. I don't know if I'd feel safe. Like, what stops the mountain from falling even further in? I feel like you just made rock slides a thing. Hey, drone footage. Are those solar panels? What the is that? The stuff on the side. Again, they carved chunks out of the rock. Oh, they're still doing it. All right, those aren't solar panels. It's some sort of weird terrain holding grate, I guess. So you got, like, again, you guys shaved the mountain. I just wouldn't trust this. It's going to break. Bishop for $5 saying, every day I walk listening to your show. So far, I've lost about 100 pounds. Hey, man, great for you, Bishop. And, really glad one of us is getting our leg day in. And you know what? If my inability to have leg day means you have entertainment for yours, I'm happy for you. Congratulations on dropping a bill. Not easy to do. And having done it myself, I can say salute, sir. Or madam. I think sir. I don't know. Again, I don't trust this to stay in place. I'd be too terrified to drive past this and think that it's eventually going to break. And having seen things in China and how they do, I feel like that's an accurate thing. Also, I feel like there's no way we're seeing this video if they are having trouble. So they've obviously got it locked down for now. Now I just feel like you're being a dick. Why did we cut this one out? So they're cutting the land to fucking... G-Lock says it looks pretty solid. I mean, yeah, it does, but... Cut to every time we've seen something Chinese look pretty solid. You know, that submarine looked pretty solid until it sank. I've been wanting to tell you, but it's touchy because you're disabled if it helms. So am I. Both my shoulders. Oh, I'm sorry, Bishop. And no, it doesn't bother me. And you shouldn't have felt... the way I always tell people, fucking... Pain is relative, so... You know, don't think because of mine you can't talk about yours or your success in overcoming your own difficulties. And again, congratulations. It's not easy to do. But thank you for saying so. Egg is basically a teenager now in duck years. Yes, her name is Ms. Tay. I need to cull the 2 drakes I have, but I feel bad because they are being good dads now that they've hatched. I just don't want to have space in... I just don't have space in the indoor coop anymore. The one I just raised from an egg. Oh, okay. So we've got all of that. Get her a robot rabbit. Robot rabbit's not a bad idea. But then I got to fight off the fucking pythons to get one. China does whatever it wants. It looks pretty solid, says G-Lux. Yeah, they do whatever they want, but it's, again... I just feel weird driving a mountain pass where we kept cutting apart the mountains. What happens if that shit doesn't hold while you're there? It's not going to go well. All right, let's save that. Thank you. Close you. We're looking at about 30 minutes or so left in the program. Still love being on 2 wheels, says Bishop. I use 4, but who's going to brag? I really wish I'd get one of those trike bike things with the 2-wheel fronts. What are those called? I don't even remember what they're called anymore. Like we could worry about that. That's a pipe dream for a far, far day. Let's close that out. We're done with that. I don't know if we Holy shit. Why is there 2.5 minutes of this? How long is this stupid? So you mean you had to do this to the whole, or we just haven't gotten to this area yet? So we're going to shave these mountains too. So what the heck is this? So, like, you guys have apartment buildings up here? People live here? That's actual apartment buildings. I'm not high. How are you getting to and from your apartment when the road is now just completely destroyed? I'm just curious. What is it? Whoever's living here has got it rough, just in the driving alone. This looks like a horrible place to live. What else could that be, though? Oh, and by the way, if it wasn't creepy enough to deal with mountain shaves, then after that you gotta go over these fucking pitfall death traps. Yeah, no thank you. Can we maybe just not? Remember, if you lose control of the car, or for whatever reason get forced off the road, you're only going to immediately fall to your death. This is just terrifying as a highway. Look, like, dude, this is ridiculously high up. This is a freaking... We're talking, even if this is just a 2-lane highway on each side, so 4-lane total, even if this is a 4-lane highway, that means... Jesus Christ, man. That is too big. Still being on 2 wheels. All right, there we go. I don't think anyone else really gives a shit about this, so we'll probably move on. Yeah, dude, I'm freaking the fuck out at the height. I can't do it. I'm gonna drive off of that and lose my mind. Still, right, covered that. So there's a go. There we go there. Did we drop KBS? No, we didn't. All right. So close that. One last time, Alucard's blood test went smooth. Couple hiccups getting it done, but he was a great kitty. He's vastly underweight from his normal weight areas, and we'll find the results Monday. Hopefully nothing serious, but it seems like he might have kidney issues, which is common in cats of that age. Looks pretty solid. It's fine. Yeah, nah, it's not fine. The field models aren't allowed in the garage. Sometimes, you guys in the chats, that's why your husband loves you. I didn't know there were, what? Egg is, field models, yeah, I don't know. House duck, well, Mizzy Tizzy is more a housey. All right, so it's a house duck, I guess. I'm not gonna endorse anything that I just heard there. I am going to play this. If you haven't heard, it's not terribly new news, but seeing as how this is a weed-friendly program, I felt it behooved me to watch the Cheech and Chong official trailer for 2025. Supposedly the last movie is what they're supposedly saying. And I thought, didn't like... the guy that plays Chong, didn't he come out being against, like, weed and stuff? Like, didn't they stop doing that? I thought that was over. The whole, I thought, I could have swore that, like, Chong, fucking Jesus Christ, Wild Saffron. Could have swore Chong was done with the whole, weed thing. Anyways, one of them apparently needed money and talked the other one into it. Or maybe they both did. Go.
How many people here smoke grass?
That was a government survey.
Their films have earned over $200 million. The first rock and roll comedians, no doubt about it.
You sure we're going the right way?
We're in the middle of fucking nowhere.
No, we're southwest of fucking nowhere. We're not in the middle yet. So is this a documentary or a movie?
I don't know, man. All we can do is be funny. Am I driving okay?
Back in the day, comedians weren't respected. And we weren't afraid to get gross with them. Hey, this is what they really laugh at. What do we call ourselves?
Richard and Tommy? No.
Tommy and Dick? No. Cheech and Chong.
That was it.
We were making up this method as we were going along.
I got the tape recorder set up.
Dave, come on, man. Open up. I think the cops.
Dave's not here.
Already on the Billboard charts.
The movie comes out, it's a giant hit. Giant.
It's not hard to see what drugs do to you, you know.
Make you rich. Well,
But money and success might spoil them.
You still won't grow your mustache back.
You drive me nuts!
We're no longer partners.
Nothing lasts forever, Tommy. Nothing lasts forever.
I never met anybody quite like him.
Okay, so it's just a documentary. I think I'm gonna build a racing simulation rig. So use with my VR headset. Found a used Formula 3000 car for sale for $2,900. Basically, just the car with no engine. It's gonna be beautiful. That sounds ridiculous, but best of luck to you. That sounds also really, really awesome. I've never found them funny. I enjoyed some of the movies. Whoa, that's throw Johnny some of that. I think we'll be all right. Our goals knocked into next week. We got charity from people who wanted to help with Al's vet bill. We'll be all right. I already have. Yeah, I'm sure he's contributed in his own ways, in different amounts. Let's not count other people's money. However much he's helped has helped. My favorite was Sergeant Stadenko, who turned into lizard smoking tainted pot. I don't know what that is, Wild Saffron. I don't know that bit. I don't know how funny I find them together. I just know, like, I've enjoyed Cheech Marin in a lot of stuff, so I just I don't know.
It's very painful sometimes. But he's my best friend.
It's yin and yang, Cheech and Chong. All that stuff that happened, why don't we just let it go?
Come on, baby. I'll give you.
Now, that's my question, though. We didn't really get that. I really missed the 2000 stoner comedy movies. After 2010, they got cringe. Well, dude, wasn't after 2010 when they started being done by Seth Rogen? Why are we counting? What are we? Well, I don't know about we, but rumor has it, Jeffrey.
You're right. Let's go. Cheech and Chong.
The old stone charmers.
Look how far we've come.
Got a joint?
Oh, I think I dropped some gummies.
Fucking Jesus. That could be an interesting movie. I might be interested to see that once. Just because I like, comedy, history, and I'd like to, hear about the backstory shit. You know what? I'll say this. I could smoke something and watch that. I love these two. Listen to their albums. Way too young, but they're funny AF, says T. Jefferson. It's not even that they're the funniest people. It's just that they've been a huge part of comedy overall in history. And so for me, as a fan of hearing the I've always enjoyed the inside stories of comedy shit. Hearing about the fucking behind the scenes crap. It's always fun. So Tommy Chong done with weed, says G-Lox. That's a question that I have, but it sounds like in that interview, or at least in that movie clip, it's completely wrong. Because if I'm not mistaken, Tommy Chong was the one who went, got a joint? So I think we'll be all right. I'd like to think we will anyways. I have some of the records yet. Oh, really? Like the fucking 45s or whatever? Like the big, like the vinyl shit? Craziness. Lord Almighty is coming soon. Repent. Ask Christ in your heart. Be born again. Depression, emptiness of the soul, fear of death gone, true love, hope, peace, and joy, eternal life found. KGV, John 3:37. Well, I mean, they make that promise. But I'll be honest, a lot of the people who worked in the establishment, the things they gave did not bring love, hope, and peace. But they were coming. Yeah, that sounds awesome. Being able to throw a fucking vinyl record of any comedian thing on would be cool to me. I've had CDs and shit. That's as far as when I had a lot of Carlin CDs when I was younger because I was easily sucked in by George Carlin. But you know, what are you gonna do? I love those two. Listen to their albums. Way too long. Yep, we covered that. The Wedding album, The Big Bamboo, for sure. You know what? I might have to look into those. But just off of what was it? Still Smoking was one that I've obviously seen. But having seen as much of them as I have, I'd be curious to hear about the weird, quirky things. I don't know what the cause of the fucking division between the two of them was, but obviously there was one. So I'd like to hear about that as well. Just because I'm a douche. Anyhow, speaking of wanting to hear about things, we have experts disagreeing on the identity of a mystery animal in Kansas. So we'll get to that here in a second. Again, it's on the scroll at the bottom. This Friday, the 15th, which is not today, obviously, but this upcoming Friday, we will be doing the Friday Fun Stream where we have a variety of things. You can get throw in money for the show sponsorship. We have the Wheel of Torture to do different things to torture me. I'm going to be getting some disgusting stuff to eat or taste or do like shots of this weekend, as well as picking up a couple of actual legit shots to have for it as well. So we'll be doing all of that. Digger will be here this Friday for that. We try to get our funding like as far ahead as we can, so we just chill because thanks to the lovely donation we had from Daddy Labby today, we're knocked into next week by a huge margin. So we get to just kind of coast and enjoy people throwing in $5-10 with their comments and just kind of enjoy all of that. So thank you. And we will have Rumble doing a buyout over the weekend. So we're probably going to be all the way into Thursday, meaning it's just a little doot, and then we'll be doing the Friday Fun Stream. So that'll be awesome news. Amen, brother. What's going to be funny is deporting space aliens. What, we're deporting space aliens? Like the restaurant or actual space aliens? I have to talk to Digger's friend Mighty Meat and find out what the name of the asteroid is that apparently is not behaving like an asteroid. Supposedly it's sitting in like the sun's shadow or some shit. And Lab Glass, so your Daddy Labby now. I mean, he throws enough money in and he gets to ask for that. That's not too hard to do. I can ask. We asked to that during this. He's helping to keep this lovely program funded. So seems like the least we can do over here. And I certainly appreciate all that he does. That's caught up with all the chats. Hit the thumbs up, you poor, says Rusty Grammar. That's right. I don't expect anything, but if you could hit the thumbs up, we would appreciate it, and probably be nice. But it's going to be late to kind of burn up the viewers now. But if you want to hit the thumbs up, it would be great for the algorithms going forward. We would say thank you. Half Baked was probably the last good one made. No, I don't know if the Half Baked was necessarily the last good one. I don't know. The weed movie genre is just kind of weird. I don't like a whole lot of weed movies. I enjoyed actually, you know what? Considering let me ask you a question. Does it have to be stoners doing stuff, or does it just have to be centralized around weed? Because The Gentleman is quintessentially a movie prefaced about a weed dealer in England. So, I mean, that's a weed movie, right? If that's a weed movie, that's a great weed movie. The Gentleman is effing phenomenal. Matthew McConaughey, shit, why can't I remember The other guy's name, Colin Farrell, and some other people. God damn. Fucking wrist. All right. Of course I am. I come every time he says it. How high? God damn. I don't even remember how high. Maybe it's because I was high. Clerks 2. Yeah, do the Clerks movies count as weed films? Because then Clerks 2 is definitely on the list. The main thing I know about the movie, what was the movie we were talking about? Half-Baked. Main thing I remember about Half-Baked all the time is that, not Danny Tanner, shit. Bob Saget. Bob Saget does a guest spot in that movie, and he was, I believe, until the day he sadly passed, may he rest, he was very annoyed with the fact that while he was filming Dirty Work, he took time out of his Dirty Work filming schedule to do this spot on Half-Baked. And that movie did way better than his. And he got way more credit and way more remembered for just going, yeah, oh, you're addicted to weed? I suck dick for coke. You ever suck dick for weed? Yeah, I didn't think so. And it was supposed to be funny and just, yeah, it was great. But Bob Saget, you rock. You suck dick for coke. All right, anyways, let's go ahead and play this video that we have here. This is out of Shawnee County, which is in Kansas. There's an animal wildlife expert captured on camera, and they're arguing over whether it's a bear or I think they're arguing over a bear or a fox. Anyways.
And living near Lake Shawnee showed what appeared to be a black bear cub in the area. Take a look. Wildlife experts suggest differently, but could we see bears around here? 13's Jake Baum went to investigate.
But they can't.
Today.
They can't agree what it was.
This is Val, short for Valor. She's the
that's a bear.
North American black bear at the Topeka Zoo. And recent
Dude, what's with the fucking fur?
Photos online have people wondering, what are the odds of seeing something as big as her, or even her cub, in northeast Kansas? This picture was taken by a Shawnee Heights resident this past Saturday in their driveway and quickly gained attention throughout northeast Kansas. Google Images told them it was likely a black bear. But what are the odds of that? We asked the zoo's bear expert. He said, quote, almost zero.
I'm leaning more towards coyote.
All right, look, now I've been up in bears all my life. I've got a bear for a husband. Oh, dude, Tracy Henderson. What are the odds that his dad was named Harry Henderson? Ba-dum-bum.
I can see more, understandably, by the Colorado border or something like that, but I would say absolutely not.
Black bears, for example, will be significantly larger. Even the cub would be significantly larger.
Dude, why the fuck? What is Tim Walz doing, and why is he hiding under an alias? Black bears, quite frankly, you'll hear them coming from all the loud rap music. Oh. Well, it's Afro. That ain't no bar. Y'all ran here for some marijuana, man. That's some bullshit. What? I don't know what we're talking about. She locks you in here for some marijuana. Oh, dude. Yeah, you're doing a bit. Duh. Fuck. I'm sorry. You just fucking Cheech and Chong thing. I apologize. They are moving in. There goes the property values. Look, now this is clearly not a black bear because the back end wasn't lowered and there were no hydraulics. SH Boo, this you're right. That's for me missing the very obvious Cheech and Chong reference. It's been a long day. I am exhausted. I got about fucking 20 about 20 minutes left in the program. So it's just, I'm burnt out. We went through a lot. Just brain is gone. I haven't dealt properly with my concerns about what happened with the vet today because I have just kind of been moving from one thing to the other. I'm going to hold, hug, and snuggle the ever-loving F out of my most amazing furry friend and hope that Monday's results are good. But Johnny, I wasn't booing you, silly. Oh, but I missed their references, so I thought you were. Y'all ran here for some... Yeah, see? I'm sorry. In Shawnee County, it's probably a fox. Well, again, they're going with coyote. I laugh at the people sharing photos of wolves wondering if it's a dog or a coyote. Like, bruh, they aren't even close in size, and their gait is nothing alike. Yeah, and the best part is, like I said, with this one, we've got what people are saying is a coyote or whatever. Like, is it a black bear? It's like, nah. Do I have to worry about it? You know... Has there been an increased police presence in your neighborhood? Then nah, it's not a black bear. Has there been a rash of fake 20s and Fent in your neighborhood? Then nah, it's not a black bear. Does it have a father? Yeah, no, it's not a black bear. Does it know its father? Definitely not a black bear. Have a lovely weekend, Saffy. Saffron's heading off. Well, Wild Saffron, glad to have you here. Have a good weekend. We'll be back for you on Monday. Again, having a fun week and then doing the whole crazy things on Friday. And look forward to seeing you here. Digger will be back with us on Monday, so I'm sure you'll be in the chat as well. Which, by the way, I haven't seen her in any of the chats for a little bit. Hope she's still doing okay. His name is Dinwiddie. His name is Dinwiddie. This is, again, why I believe it's Tim Walz. He has the face. He has the voice. And Dinwiddie or Dimwitty, either way works.
Larger than that photograph. They can be up to several 100 pounds.
In fact, Matt Peake, a wildlife biologist with...
This is a raccoon. Oh, my God. So, all right. So someone asked, oh, my God, do we have to run because of decreasing property values from black bears? To which someone else replied, that's no bear. That's a space station. To which someone else said, what the fuck do you mean? That's on the moon, and that's colonialism, and that's wrong. But it's a wolf. Now it's not a wolf. It's been a bear, a wolf, a coyote, and now a raccoon. It's 4 different animals. This is a raccoon. The black color. Oh, wait, you're going to read this, aren't you?
The Kansas Wildlife and Parks Department, after reviewing the photo, said, quote, this is a raccoon. He went on to say it was possibly...
It's a coon!
...sick, but the picture was inconclusive. So is there a black bear currently roaming around Shawnee County? Not likely. But let's take a look at the current range of the North American black bear, ranging as far west as Alaska, as far east as northern Canada, and as far south as Miami. I guess black bears love south.
And they really like the inner city. What?
Beach. But if you take a look right here at Kansas, no outlining. The closest place.
All right, so I actually have a very serious question. So you're telling me black bears don't mind fucking around in Florida? They're all right down here. They're all right making what very much... All right, I'm sorry, guy. Somebody drew this map just to make it look like Florida's a penis, and I cannot leave this screen on there anymore. You can't do that. You can't overlook the dickhole fucking region of black bears in Florida. They occupy just the tip. You can't make this up. They're occupied. Why is there a dot in the middle? No offense, but if we're doing this, so what? They're occupying everything but this one spot. Why do we have to signify that? Just no. That map is wrong, says AP. Well, hey, dude, don't worry. This high school dropout is... This was his biology report for 13 Kansas News. That's the bear's nose. Rusty Grammar, all maps are wrong. Different maps, sir. I feel like you guys are getting something lost in translation and mean 2 vastly different things. We got bears everywhere around here. No big deal. They're not as destructive as wolves. Yeah, I would say Well, yeah, but like in Minnesota, maybe it'd be deeper. What I don't get is, so like they move in this region, and then like these regions seem like they'd be horrible for bears. I don't know. Michigan has bear all over the upper lower mitten. Well, it is on the upper. Well, it's on the upper mitten. It's in the fingies. I will never understand this. How did Michigan justify getting the land that shoots off of it? Like they have the glove. How did the other? Like I don't know. You know what? Fucking don't care. Wolves don't fuck with people unless you fuck with them. I saw the Dennis Quaid film. G-Lock's asking, does it pillage the Walgreens? Only if it's open. Theft of picnic baskets are going up. Oh no. Again, these are horrible rumors about black bears. This is a stupid segment. All right, so we covered that. R.I.P. Digger. Yeah, no, Digger's still here. She's off doing stuff. Gotta totally message her later because I'm insecure as fuck. Like, where are you, Digger? I thought you were watching the show. Johnny, if you go 45 minutes north of where you're at, there's black bears everywhere in the woods. There is a lot of them up there. Black bears are cool. I wanna find an abandoned black bear and raise it. Get it a contract in the NFL. What? Never mind. It's just so wrong. Okay. Oh yeah, someone was telling me about this. Someone was telling me there's a piece of Minnesota that isn't connected to the USA. Or wait, no, it was in Washington. So maybe there's one in Minnesota. But it's connected to Canada, but you need a boat to reach it from here. She-Locks, was it driving a Charger? Did it climb out of a Cadillac? Did it show up with its posse? Were its pants halfway around its ankles? How many of these stupid jokes can we pull out of our ass right now? It's because they gave Michigan the Upper Peninsula. They gave Toledo strip to Ohio. Oh. Tell me about Ohio. That sounds interesting. Didn't know that. SH, I might have to look into that. Fuck it, I need to move. Could be my eyes right now, but there are bears as far south as Michigan as I-69, says AP. I'll say this. I have never seen a bear in the wild. For living in an area that apparently is remarkably close to bears, I've never seen a bear in the wild. I think I've seen them at a zoo, and that's it. I'm happy with that. I don't want to see bears in the wild. I mean, I don't mean like I don't want to see bears in the wild like they shouldn't exist. I mean, like I don't want to mayhap across a bear whilst in the wild kind of deal because it's just a bad idea for me. I don't run very well. It's called the Northwest Angle, and yes, it's a part of Minnesota that's not connected to the rest of the state. All right, guys. Backup plan number 3. I'll look into that, Mr. Q. How hard is it to find a place to live in the Northwest Angle? Why not? Yes, you have to go into Canada to get to the Northwest Angle if you're driving there. Right, but they can give me like a temporary like passport to just like sneak around downtown Charlie Brown, right? I just want. They don't have like a ferry. I mean, like the kind that transports cars, not the kind that waves a flag. All right, just for anyone who was curious, we have about 12 minutes left in the show. I've had a few different video things that I was looking for, and I have one of them here. Let's see if we can find another one on Twitter quick. We'll double check that quick just to see what we have. Twitter. go to Twitter. What do we have in our things for that? I don't think so. Out of context human race. Oh, dear Lord. I really hope that person isn't serious. Where is... I don't care about that. Nothing else. Don't care about that. All right, so I just have... I thought I opened it in a different tab. You suck. All right, we'll go to this then. I have bad news for you guys. How does the mirror know what's behind it? This has to be fake, right? Ma'am, you're not doing your gender or your age group any favors right now. What do you mean, how does the mirror know what's behind it? It's reflecting everything that you can see. If you can see it, it can reflect off the mirror. All right, wait a minute. What? This one's actually interesting. How does that work? How is that showing up there? Like you should have the screen. Well, wait a minute. No, it's a mirror. It's catching the angle. But how are you getting this camera angle? Fans got injured at last week's SummerSlam during... Oh, I don't give a shit. Do you have a video about it? Maybe I care, but I don't know. They're twins. Oh. Again, you're leaning into stuff that the fact that we're getting this angle means something's not right here, that you're angling towards the mirror. It's lots of dumb in the world today, says AP. I still don't care, actually, now that I'm honest. Yeah, but this is close to the edge. Move it to the center of the blanket. Move it in your hand to the center of the blanket. This is very strange. I am weirded out. Now, you know what? I shouldn't have tried to question that when I'm this late in the show. I'm a little too loaded up to be able to tell. Side mirror, says Mr. Q. The camera sees the reflection, not the idiot holding the blanket. Right. But I don't know. Anyways, we have like 8 minutes left in the program. What the hell else was I? Oh yeah, the Red Hot Chili Peppers thing. Over there. We will obviously be back on Steel Toe on Monday in the morning, and then back here at 1 p.m. Central Standard Time. We've got our goal knocked into Wednesday, and I think knocking that out and probably moving into Thursday with a healthy click from everything over on Rumble. Let's do one last check to make sure we're not missing any of the PayPals or the Venmos, so that way we can throw that out there. If we do, boop, boop, boom. Go to me and trend. All right, we're good there. And that one, and we're good there. Great. Gay ass crippled. What? Gay ass crippled. Are you talking about me? Then, like, why did you come here? So wait a minute. You have a problem with me? Did you come here thinking this would make me feel bad? Because no offense, and maybe it's again my joy for making able-bodied people work as a form of punishment. You had to come here. Mirror, mirror on the wall. Who's the dumbest girl of them all? I mean, you said girl. Unless he's well, no, I still wouldn't understand if he was talking about the video. You know what? It's my problem. Sometimes people just show you they're stupid. You should just accept it. Okay. I have footage from the pyro. Yeah, I don't care about the footage from the pyro. I thought this was pretty funny. We'll share this on our way out the door. I'm not ashamed. I am not ashamed. I am not suicidal. I'm not ashamed to admit that I like Red Hot Chili Peppers. All right? I love the Red Hot Chili Peppers. Well, love, man, that's a bit much. I deeply enjoy the Red Hot Chili Peppers. The original stuff, at least. I'm not as big on their newer shit, if they've done newer shit. The weed is so stepped on, it tastes like shoe leather in the trash. Oh. Brian, of course he's gay. Johnny's my power bottom. Oh, good times. No, I'm not. Anyhow, so yeah, I enjoy Red Hot Chili Peppers. This came through my feed. Someone decided to make a video of what Red Hot Chili Peppers sounds like to people who have not heard or like Red Hot Chili Peppers. And play. Am I going to get demonetized for this, you think? I would hope not.
Come to a leaper with the peppermint bait, the chalupas in the refrigerator.
Here, let's move me.
California, buttermilk pancakes in my eyes. Stepped on
by there, I ruined it.
Now it's time to reiterate California. I got a thumbtack on my nutsack, pies 3.1415. Hey.
All right, I'm sorry. That part's just funny. Pies 3.514. Fuck, I can't even say it now. I'm too high. Fentanyl can't feel my face. Hey, throwback joke. What?
I don't know what I say, no. The more I sneeze, the less I blow. Got frisky with the buffalo. Hey, yo. Whoa, whoa.
This fits remarkably well. I am going to be honest. I don't like how much this works, and that's part of its problem. Got some good smoke here, says Mr. Q. Well, good for you. Here we go.
Jelly beans and nicotine are streaming through my grandma's spleen, and I just stubbed my toe. Stumbling through the pages of a Webster's earns me wages. There's so many words to go. Tickle my bum with the mannequin thumb on a bum.
All right, now you're just getting very, very creative. At what point is this making a point, and then we've crossed the line into your own sexual fantasies? Holy Jesus. Tickling my bum with a mannequin thumb? I feel like... sounds so funny to say. Tickling my bum with a mannequin thumb? On a bongo drum in California. I hate that it fits so well. This is going to be my new version of this song. Moving forward.
California, snuffleupagus ate my asparagus, supernova toilet clog, car chucking down on the 101, gotta have some fun in California. There's a sunspot on my kumquat, Nancy Reagan bit my dog. Hey,
and now my dog needs operation.
Hey, oh, I don't know what I said, no. I got your head.
Mr. Cute Dirty Buffalo Effer. Who?
I don't know what I said, no.
Again, this is There I Ruined It. That is fucking awesome, and one of the greatest uses of AI that I've seen. That is effing awesome. I am already subscribed. That's why it came up in my thing, but I'm going to go over to their Patreon and subscribe and download that song. I need that song. That's just a damn good song. I don't care who you are. Anyways, so I don't see her in the chat there. We kind of hung out to see if she was popping back in. I'm guessing Digger's up to stuff and hasn't been able to jump back in. She's going to be back with me on Monday, I believe. And then obviously she'll be on our Wednesday program and our Friday program. Now, for those of you who haven't been keeping score, I've kind of been, we hang out so much, I've kind of gotten her to do the Tuesdays. and I really have been getting her on Thursdays because she doesn't have a reading stream. So we are this close to just having her as the co-host 5 days a week. And I'm going to have to fucking make more money then. Because if she does that, I'm going to have to give her like a wage of like a certain amount a week. And we'll discuss what that is. And we'll fucking change shit and adjust goals and do what we do. How do you drown a blonde? Put a mirror at the bottom of the pool. Saint Ren, that is funny and true. He definitely pees in the shower. Who? Was that a line I missed that he said he peed in the shower? That's hilarious. Alrighty. Anyways, we're going to get going out of here. Message retracted. Oh. Okay. We're going to get going, though. It's past the time. The hour of the time. So enjoy your weekends. Have a great time. Don't take life too seriously. And for all of you with the just well wishes and financial support of my my beloved Alucard, thank you a million times. Thank you.
Fuck off.
No, I want to thank people for helping me because I don't know how I got upset just bringing him into the vet. I'll be honest. Got upset just being there. They took him out of the room. He was in the back room where they did the blood draws and stuff. And I was just sitting there and I just got very, very upset at the thought of not having my furry friend. But we're out of here. We've been Johnny. You've been an audience. It's been awesome. Take care. And yeah, see you guys. See you Monday.
Hey world, what should we do? All the jokes that become the news. Take the black pill they're prescribing you. Game over. Game over. Game over. Game over. There is nothing to say, nothing you can do. The government and media just lie to you. Sit back and laugh, it's overdue. Game over. Game over. Game over. Game over. The host is a cripple, he can't stand gravity or the man. Game over. Game over. Game over. Game over. The show is the chat Johnny doesn't understand.